Greetings and salutations, listeners and viewers. It's Todd Edwards here standing on the track with my broadcast partner, Dew Jones, and just over my shoulder, you see the York High Bearcats. We are really minutes away, Dew, from a big game tonight featuring the York High Bearcats with the visiting Red Lion Lions.
Yeah, and these two teams know each other very well. They see each other every year. York High and also Red Lions are 2-0 in the conference so far this year, 2-2 overall.
Yes.
But this is going to be a great early season matchup between two Division I teams that can, be potentially go for the title at the end of the season.
Yeah. I mean, and believe it or not, we're in Game 5. This is the halfway point of the season, Dew. Red Lion comes in here. We know York High, they're led by the senior quarterback, Sam Stoner, the all-time passing leader now at York High, along with, let's not forget, the running back, the all-time leading rusher with York High, Jaheim White, a D1 commit going to West Virginia University next year.
Yeah, Jaheim White, Sam Stoner, David Ward, they're the three-headed monster for York High right now. They're, on a great pace, right? Sorry, the audio right now is a little messed up here at the stadium. But, yeah, those three are the three-headed monster for York High. They're off to a great start. You got to keep an eye on them at all times. And, anybody can step up for York High as well. Even number 9, Price, who plays DB and also wide receiver. He's been having a great season so far.
Yes, that's Quentin Price. And also on Red Lion, keep an eye out on number 2, Garrett Coppersmith. And not just a wide receiver and defensive end, but a kicker for this ball club. Earlier this season, he kicked a 51-yard field goal. And in high school, that's pretty impressive.
Oh, absolutely. And Coppersmith, he's pretty much a utility guy. He can do a little bit of everything, so keep an eye on him, as well as Luke Miller, who's the wide receiver and DB. Only listed at 5'8", but he's a senior. He can play a lot of good football. You can put him in different positions on the team. So keep an eye out for Luke Miller, number 1 for Red Lion.
And Red Lion's led by their head coach, Jesse Shea, in year 10 here with Red Lion. So he's a veteran of coaching here in the YAIAA.
Yeah, Red Lion's always well coached, and I'll be remiss if I didn't give a shout out also to LaDanian Strasbaugh, number 8 for Red Lion. The running back in DB. He's a big part of their offense when they got the ball.
And it would be a good time to mention our sponsors. How about it, Dew? Sponsors tonight include Dean's Auto Plaza, Basil Insurance Company, Inch & Company Sport, S3 Performance Training, along with Parma's Pizza of Dallastown, York Area Flag Football League as well.
And also Basketball Warehouse, located at 2292 Industrial Highway. You can see all their contact information at the lower bottom of our screen. Their logo information, they're all locally, local companies that do a lot for youth sports and, amateur sports. So go ahead and check them out. You're looking for insurance, training,
food,
cars, anything you need. They're pretty much there for what you need.
Dew, we're going to make our way back up to the broadcast booth because we're just under 8 minutes to go before kickoff here at Smalls Athletic Field. We thank you for tuning in tonight to Sports Shooting Stars as we bring the game to you tonight this Friday.
Absolutely. Want to tell the fans also, go to the live chat on YouTube. Go ahead and engage on the live chat. Give us some updates of some scores around the league. Tonight's Friday Night Lights. We have Marcellus Gottwald, our sideline reporter here. Tyler Stoney may be showing up as well.
Yes,
but go to the live chat. Give us some updates. It should be a really good night of football. We're finally in football weather.
Yes.
It's supposed to get around the 40s, 50s tonight, so it should be some really good football weather.
Game time temperature set to be 58 degrees. The first day of autumn is upon us, and it sure feels like football weather, based by the jacket you're wearing and the long sleeves I have on. Again, we're going to make our way up to the broadcast booth.
Yep, tell a friend, and make sure you share this on Facebook and anywhere else that you see this game. It's also on cable channel 18 of York. It's White Rose Community Television on YouTube, and also on Roku, and also on my Facebook channel, Dew Jones.
There you go. We'll be back momentarily with more Sports Shooting Stars as we bring the game to you tonight.
football game. Now I'd like to introduce you to the starters for tonight's contest. First, the defensive
Hey,
starters
how's it
for
going?
Red Lion Lions. Number 3, Elijah Prada. 16, Diane Melvin. 20, David Redmond. Number 21, Jimmy Stanger. Number 24, David Clippinger. Number 27, Bakari Dennis.
I don't know what's
Number 23, Isaac Ernest. Number 45, Jackson Harris. Back to return for the Red Lion Lions is number 12.
We're back, sports fans. Made our way back into the broadcast booth. Todd Edwards, Dew Jones, York Kai getting ready to kick the ball off, moving left to right on your television screen. And we are underway.
Just like that, we're off.
High ender over kick. Red Line just steps out of bounds there. Number 12, that was Mason Hollenshed. Kind of fumbled the ball there a little bit, due to kick things up. Not the way you want to start the game against this 2-2 York High Bearcat team, coming in tonight with a 2-game win streak.
Yeah, right now, Red Line has their back against the wall, starting the ball off at the 6-yard line, I believe. So it's going to be really tough for them to, go 94 yards down the field against this York High defense. And as you can see, Jaheim White, number 4, a.k.a. Florida's playing defense right now. They actually have him at the safety. Probably the quickest, one of the quickest guys on the team, if not the quickest guy on the team.
Well,
love to see guys play both sides of the ball.
Comes into tonight's game with 2 interceptions, Jaheim White.
Absolutely. Oh, that's a good time. That's a big time hit from Jaheim White. And you can hear the
pads cracking. How about
cracking
it?
From up top here.
A great view up atop the press box here at York High gives us a great view and a great vantage point to call the game here, tonight on a clear, crisp night. Game time temperature 58 degrees. It's going to get down in the low 50s. It's football weather here in the greater York, Pennsylvania area. And we thank you for tuning in wherever you're watching, in the comfort of your own home, maybe in front of that fireplace tonight. Brings up a 2nd down and 8 for Red Lion. Empty
In
backfield
motion.
set.
Rolls to his right.
Christopher
He's going
Price.
deep. And that was a wheel route that didn't really develop. Nice play call, but that wheel route didn't really develop.
Quarterback Christopher Price.
Interesting to see Jaheim White, number 4, out on defense already. I know he plays, in crucial situations. He goes out and plays defense for York High, but they're starting him off on the defensive end. Very interesting. Wonder what the game plan with Stoner is as far as having Jaheim out there. He already has 1 tackle to start the game.
And as I said, he comes into tonight's game with 2 interceptions.
And 2 interceptions, probably pretty much in this is the beginning of the season. Probably pretty much leading, in defense where interceptions so far. Looking for a shovel pass on this play here.
3rd down and 8, and that's what it is. Shovel pass there.
And that's another tackle for number 4, Jaheim White. He's one of those guys, as we say, he's just a football player. You can put him at any position. He can make a play, and he's good wherever he's at on the field. And it's 4th and 2, and wisely, Red Line's going to punt it away.
Well, Red Line backed up here in their own territory. The right call here by Coach Jesse Shea. Just under 11 minutes to go here in the opening quarter from Smalls Athletic Field.
And also, I was told Sam Stoner, number 11 for York High, has on the headset. He's helping on the sideline, coach. Picked up by David Ward, who's having a great year so far. Out to his right, stiff arm.
Brought down inside the 45-yard line.
Can't talk enough about David Ward, number 1 for York High. Only a sophomore, having a great season so far. Unofficially, 8 touchdowns so far in this early in this season.
And now your offensive starters for your York High Bearcats. Number 1, David Ward. Number 4, Jaheim White. Number 5, Mikey Gray.
And this is York High's first offensive possession of the game.
Yeah, Jaheim White, you mentioned Jaheim White has 11 touchdowns altogether.
Sam Stoner in the shotgun. Price in motion. Number 9, handoff to Jaheim White. Up the middle.
And bottled
Nothing
up
happening.
by a wall of Red Lion defenders there, Dew.
And I don't know if the fans can see from here, but Red Lion has some big boys up front. They have 298-pound guys, 290s, 308s, and some of these guys are only sophomores.
They're a young team. I was told earlier by their coach they're a young team. And
Yes, Redline's missing about 7 of their starters this game. Some guys are injured, some for other reasons. But, you know, Redline's coming in as somewhat of an underdog coming to York High's field. But, you know, they're going to come out here and play really hard, as you can see. And right now, 2nd and 10. York High with the possession. Stoner in shotgun, looks. He's scrambling, he's going deep.
And wide open, Jaheim
Wide open.
White. 10 and
Whoa.
0.
And that's something that you just don't see too often. And that ball was on the money.
Oh, on the money, and almost 2 open. How about it, do on that play?
Absolutely.
And just drops the ball. Would have been an easy touchdown.
Well, you know, Jaheim White, he's gonna make that up very fast. That could have been a quick score for York High, but that was a great pass from Sam Stoner. Really developed as a quarterback for York High. You know, didn't have all the accolades coming into that position when he first got there, but he worked really hard. He's improving his accuracy, his footing, you know, his footwork and everything else, and he's been a big asset and a big reason why York High's been winning the last couple years. Back in shotgun, 3rd and 10. They roll Jaheim White out.
Far side, single set receiver.
Almost exact
Going
same
deep.
play.
Pass intended for number 10, James McBride Jr.
And that's a quick 3 and out for York High. They get really much going.
There is a flag on the play.
There is a
here.
flag. James McBride, that was for number 10, James McBride, 6'2" senior. And that penalty is against York High. Let's go to
Get 4th down, and both teams' offense.
And as we said before,
stalled here.
As we said before, York High doesn't have a kicker, so they are punting, I believe. They're in punt position.
Sam Stoner is
He's their punter, correct. Nice punt.
Bounces inside the 20. And down again, not real favorable field position for Redline, but they'll bring their offense out for their 2nd series here in the opening quarter of a scoreless contest between Redline and York High. Beautiful night for football here, Dew.
Absolutely. At this beautiful field, Smalls Field, it's always great to be here. They always have a lot of fans that show up and show York High a lot of support.
And a lot of history here at this ball stadium. And they give to number 3, Elijah Morales, looking for running room. Runs it right into the heart of the defense of York High.
Gain of 4 on the play.
There's a 4-yard pickup for running back Elijah Morales.
2nd down.
Bring up a 2nd down and 6. Just over 9 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. You're watching Sports Shooting Stars.
And Redline rushes back to the line. Handoff, fake handoff.
They give it to number 27, Takari Dennis.
He's taken down quickly by Quentin Price, number 9, the senior for York High. Quentin Price is also another student athlete having a great year so far on both sides of the ball, defense and offense. Really a nice addition to that York High offense.
3rd down and 2.
And as we can see, Jaheim White is out there again for the 2nd possession on defense for York High. We know he's in there at different times, you know, doing crucial plays, but haven't really seen him start the game on the defensive end as you've seen so far in this game. Shovel pass to number 91
to the
up
big
the
man,
middle.
Up 1st down and more. As the York High defenders trying to strip the ball away.
Tackle on the carry.
Well, number 91, Steve Cash,
About 11 on the play.
according to our roster here.
And it looks like Redline likes to do that shovel pass. They're getting some good progress with that shovel pass moving forward, and that got them enough for a 1st down.
10 line.
It's a
First
new
and-
set of downs for Redline.
1st and 10 on the 35-yard line. And I think that's key for Redline. They want to kind of chew up the clock as much as possible. York High's a high-octane offense.
Ooh,
Another big-time
stick
tackle.
there by Jaheim White.
Number 4, Jaheim
Making
White.
his presence on deep.
Already
3 tackles already, do.
Already 3 tackles within the first 5 minutes of this game.
2nd down.
I guess after having those 2 interceptions and that great game he had against Carlisle, I guess the coach decided, hey, let's put Jaheim in more often on defense and get the defense started. You see David Ward, number 1, DB for York High, matched up
Near
on
side.
a one-on-one.
Against Garrett Coppersmith. And a quarterback keeper by number 14, Christopher Price.
And right now, Redline's playing that ground and pound type of game. They're chewing up the clock. You know, they're getting a few yardage here and there, working the ball up the field.
You mentioned that ground and pound offense, dude. Pretty pivotal for this Redline team to keep York High's offense off the field.
Yes, York High's offense, high octane. They can score a lot of points. As we said last week, they went against Northeastern. I believe the score was 54-19 last week. So, you know, we know York High can score.
Some movement there along the line.
And that might be either a false start or offsides. We'll see which one it is as the referees discuss it.
They are meeting around the 40-yard line to break down the call here. False start against the Lions that will move them back 5 yards. Bring up a 3rd down and 10 with just under 6.5 minutes to go here in the opening quarter from Smalls Athletic Field. Downtown York. Redline with the possession. Need to get to about the 45-yard line for a 1st down.
Third and 10 with a little under 6 minutes and 5 seconds to go in the 1st quarter. Redline with the ball in shotgun. Change the direction, going deep.
Going deep.
Great
Pass
coverage.
Intended for Garrett Coppersmith. Falls incomplete. We'll bring up a 4th down for Redline, and the punting unit will be back out on the field.
And that's a huge task for David Ward going against Garrett Coppersmith. Garrett Coppersmith is one of the bigger players and one of their
6'4", 202 pounds.
Yeah, he's a big guy. You can see it, and that's going to be really challenging for David Ward. But he did a great job with defense. And you can see David, number 1, is also punt returner for York High.
Back set to receive it.
And he can catch it on the bounce if he wants to. He
And
does.
he does at about the 20-yard line.
Want to hold on to that ball, and he did.
Tackled hard.
Good tackle from Redline. Tackle by committee, pretty much.
Yeah. And York High now will be back out offensively.
And this will be their second offensive possession. So far, it's been a solid game.
Again, remind the fans, a scoreless contest right now between Red Lion and York High. Center back in shotgun formation, flanked by Jaheim White.
Sam Stoner, a little miscommunication going on right there. Jaheim White in the backfield. Montross in motion. Handoff.
Give to Jaheim White up to 25-30. Big run. And a first
Jaheim
down
just
carry.
keeps on running.
Yeah.
Right on the carry.
Also like to highlight number 12 for York High, Marion Newsom, listed at 6'6".
Yeah, I had
Wide
a chance
receiver.
Pre-game to see him. He's very, very tall down there. I mean, he's
Absolutely.
and a basketball player. Well, for
He's a basketball player. He has about 4 inches on number 16 for Redline.
Yeah.
If they throw the ball up to him, he can have a great opportunity to get the ball. And they put Jaheim in motion.
And they give to Jaheim White, looking for running room.
And he's still on his feet. The ball's out. But the whistle was already blown.
Right on the carry. Gain of 3 on the play before he's tackled by a
Number 16 for Redline, Zaire Selby, the wide receiver, listed at 5'11", and we have Omarion Newsom listed at 6'6".
Yeah, I mean, it's almost a matchup where you just throw the ball up and let him out jump.
Throw the ball up and see what happens. Be interesting to see how Zaire.
The field here, yeah, number 12, Omarion Newsom. And DB, defensive back.
And Zaire is only a
Selby.
sophomore, number 16 for Redline, so he has And they're looking for him now.
Swing pass get out to Jaheim White out near midfield.
I have yet to see one player take down Jaheim White. It's always a couple. I mean, if it's not a
Tackle
couple
by
players, absolutely. It's not a couple players, and he's still on his feet.
First down, Bearcats.
And that gives York High a first down. Jaheim's
set
out
it
right
down.
now, taking a break. Also, keep an eye on number 30, Montrez Jackson for York High, the
Yeah.
fullback.
Big.
He gets the ball. He's a hard runner going through the middle. Slant play
And
to
there.
David Ward.
David Ward got 30 inside the 25-yard line, brought down.
And David Ward's been doing this since BYC days. He's been playing for BYC, and you know he gets the ball and he knows what he wants to do once he has the ball. He's starting to develop really good, and it's natural talent. Once he start really working on his game and lifting and things like that, expect him to possibly be a D1 prospect by the way he's playing.
First and 10, Bearcats.
Yards after the catch, Yak. And,
Absolutely. Another slant, David
slant,
Ward.
and they give to Ward. He get inside the 5.
in the end
and
zone.
Gone for a touchdown.
Just like that.
And just like that, David Ward
With the
a
slant.
23-yard touchdown reception.
40-yard touchdown pass from number 1, David Ward.
David Ward is really having a breakout season so far. He was really off our radar as far as our breakout season guys and things of that nature, but he's definitely on our list now, and you know, one of the up-and-coming players for York High, really in the county, you know, YIAA.
Back for the two-point conversion, and Amarian Newsom with the two-point conversion.
Absolutely. Good to see Amarian Newsom get involved. Sometimes, like I say, he's one of those players who's still developing, so it's great to see him get some catches. That really builds his confidence. You know, he dropped a couple catches, you know, a couple games ago when he filled against Carlisle, but as you can see, he's bouncing back. He's sticking to the game plan. Coach Stoner has a lot of confidence in him. He's doing great out there right now.
With 4:11 to go in the opening quarter, it's York High 8, Red Lion 0. I'd like to thank our sponsors for tonight's broadcast. Dean's Auto Plaza, Basil Insurance Company, Inch & Company Sports, S3 Performance Training, Parma's Pizza of Dallastown, York Area Flag Football League,
And also the Basketball Warehouse.
all
And-
sponsors.
And you can see all the sponsors' information, their contact information, and also their logo at the bottom of our screen. It'll be rolling throughout the game. Locate them on Facebook, Instagram, and even online.
Sam Stoner with a deep kickoff there down to about the 5. Number 42 with the carry, Austin Dillon. And gives Redline probably their best field position of the game so far.
That was number 12, Todd, Mason Hollinshead, the quarterback DB, 5'11", sophomore, listed at 180.
And now we'll see what Red Lions offense can bring to the table here, down by 8.
Another big-time
Yeah,
tackle. Pretty much a tackle by committee for York High.
Morales on the carry.
That was Elijah Morales, number 3, with the carry.
No gain on the play.
No gain on that play. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 10 for the Lions.
And even though Jaheim White wasn't there for the tackle, he still was in the mix. He was on the floor, on the turf, trying to get that tackle.
Oh, and a quarterback sack.
And that play never got a chance to develop. Great job from York High Bearcats, closing in.
Price on the keeper. Taken down for a loss of 2.
Loss of 2, makes it 3rd and 12.
Yeah, it looked like a sack by number 30, Montrez Jackson.
Also the fullback for
Yes.
York High.
Playing along the defensive
Provides a
line
lot
there.
of space for Jaheim White when he's blocking up front. Right now it's 3rd and 12. I'm sorry, 3rd and 13 with the ball on the 22-yard line. This has to be almost a passing play here for Red Line. And they're rolling out.
Price rolling to his
He's
right,
going
looking
deep.
to go deep, and just overthrew his receiver.
Nothing was there. Great coverage from the Bearcats. And they should get the ball back.
pass intended for number 2. Coppersmith falls incomplete.
That pass was intended for number 2, Garrett Coppersmith. Falls incomplete, bring up a 4th down. The punting unit back out here for Red Lion.
Looks like Yurkai is starting to key on that shovel pass that was so effective so far for Red Lion in the first quarter. Well, we're still in the first quarter, but the first couple possessions was very effective for Red Lion. Looks like Yurkai is starting to key on that shovel pass and not bite.
The defense starting to make adjustments. Punt gets off. Ward is going to stay away from it. Ball. Good field position to start for York High near midfield, too.
Gives Yurkai excellent field position. Want to give a shout out to the fans that's tuning in on the live chat. We have Chuck Paul. He said, "Great call, guys." We appreciate you guys, tuning in and engaging with us on the live chat on this Friday Night Lights edition of football.
And the first game of the year where it feels a little bit like football weather.
Absolutely. Stoner and shotgun. Hand off to Jaheim.
Midfield.
That's
45,
it. That's
40,
it.
Down the near
That's
sideline.
it.
30.
He's gone.
20. Pin.
He's not going to be caught.
He's going to turn on the Jets. Touchdown. Jaheim White, and just like that.
Special, elite, powerful.
You saw that.
These are some of the adjectives that go along with Jaheim White, a.k.a. Florida. And it looks like he had another gear to hit if you had to.
You took the words right out of him. And he turned it on there inside the 5, dude. And what a 52-yard touchdown run by Jaheim Florida White.
Wow. I mean, he's one of those, like I said, I'm not going to say one of the lifetime type of players, man, but he's one of the best that I've seen ever.
Well, clearly in YAIAA this season, no doubt about it, it's Jaheim White.
Man.
And showing the fans why on that big 52-yard touchdown
The things he can do on the field.
2-point conversion here. Oh.
It's just amazing. That ball was tipped up.
2-point conversion try is no good.
And it looks like Yurkai is starting to get their footing. They figured out what's working. The defense is starting to click. And, it could get ugly for Redline if, they don't get something going in his next possession, because Yurkai is starting to roll and it's starting to look good for him.
To score a lot of points in the 40-point range, and at least the past 2 games, and they're well on their way right now. Right now, York High up 14-0 over Red Lion with 2:31 to go here in the first quarter. Again, would like to thank our sponsors for tonight's broadcast: Dean's Auto Plaza, Basil Insurance Company, Inch & Company Sports, S3 Performance Training, along with Parma Pizza of Dallastown, York Area Flag Football, and the Basketball Warehouse. All sponsors for tonight's broadcast. And Sam Stoner with the kick.
Another great kick.
10.
And stop right in his tracks.
Number 12 there, Mason Hollenshed.
And the ball came loose, but he was called down.
He was down, yes, and again, not real favorable field position for Red Lion. They haven't to start a new series for Red Lion.
Also want to tell the fans, number 8, LaDainian Strasbaugh, he's out most likely for the season. He has an injured collarbone injury. He's probably going to be out for most of the season. He's a big part of Red Lion's offense. So without him out there, you're going to see some
running
different
back,
looks from Red Lion without him being out there. So, we hope he gets well very soon.
And back to the running game there. Number 49, according to our roster, we don't have a number 49 on our roster.
Well, we'll figure out. And just like that,
a hurry-up offense here for Red Lion.
They're right back to it.
Back to the running game again.
Not bad. Great tackle for number 2.
Amani Bones with the tackle.
Amani Bones, the freshman, big-time tackle. Good job. I can't tell you, Todd, I really like that these coaches are not old-school coaches for basketball or football. These freshmen and sophomores and juniors are getting their opportunities to play if they know how to play. Coaches are playing towards their skill set and giving them chances to showcase their talent.
No doubt about it. It used to be back in the day you sat as a freshman and you just watched.
Even if you were better than the guy ahead of you, you had to sit and watch and wait your turn, but not anymore. These coaches are really playing towards these student-athlete skill set. It's a pitch route.
And it looks like to be enough for a first down.
And that was a very clever play from Redline. I don't think Yurkai was expecting that handoff pitch that just happened for Redline.
A new set of downs for Redline. Now moving the ball. They're in their white jersey tops with yellow pants.
want to tell the fans we have Marcus Gottwald, our sideline reporter, he's getting great footage down on the field. We're going to post in a few minutes that touchdown from Jaheim White. Go ahead and go to the Sports Shooting Stars Facebook page and also the Instagram page. We're going to post that touchdown run from Jaheim White. Big time play.
Under a minute to go here in the opening quarter. And a quarterback keeper by Price right up the middle.
And I tell you what, this run game that Redline is doing is giving them some progress moving down the field. I would stick to it if I was them and not try to throw the ball too much down the field because you're going to lose something. Because Yurkai has great DBs. Their DBs are lockdown corners. So right now I think Redline's doing a great job of moving the ball down the field. They have it close to the 50-yard hash.
Yeah, coming out here near midfield, and maybe the final play of the opening quarter. I sense Redline's in no hurry to get another play off with just over 15 seconds to go here in the opening quarter. Well, that first quarter, it's been interesting. It's been pretty exciting, dude. What about it?
Absolutely.
Big plays by York High, and they're up 14-0 over Redline.
And from York High, as we said before, is usually the usual suspects pretty much. That's Jaheim White, Sam Stoner, and David Ward. They're doing everything they can on the offensive side for York High to put points on the board and doing a great job so far.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to remind you that Smalls Athletic Field is a non-smoking facility. Also, make sure you visit our concession stand, which are now located on the tennis court.
And want to remind the fans that are maybe tuned in tonight to our broadcast, if you're watching from another stadium and you want to text us the score of the game that you're watching, feel free to drop us a line. Some other games of note tonight, of course, Central playing host to Southwestern.
Southwestern's record is if I'm not mistaken, they're 3-1.
They're 3-1.
3-1, so they come in with a great record going against Central York.
Yeah, Dallastown playing host to Northeastern tonight in their homecoming matchup.
And Northeastern's looking to have a bounce-back game. Pretty much got demolished last week by York High. But York High is, like I said, you know, they're rolling right now. They're having a lot of confidence.
And Dallastown's on a 2-game win streak, by the way.
They are. Dallastown featuring Kenny Johnson, the University of Pittsburgh commit.
Redline switching sides here, switching fields now.
Kenny Johnson was number 2 on our power rankings for players in the YIAA. There's another counter.
Another counter, and you're seeing that.
And that counter's been working. Not getting a whole lot of yardage, but they're getting enough to keep the ball moving forward. So that counter so far has been really working at misdirection. Working so far for Redline.
3rd down and 3.
Third and 3. Redline with the ball and shotgun. Couldn't see really what happened there. I think that was a fake hut to the quarterback and gave straight to the fullback, I believe. I didn't see that play really develop.
Now, 91
that was a quick
I found
play.
out is Damian Stafford, number
91. Damian Stafford is a big boy. If you guys can't see,
I guess I was told by
from
one
the
of
film,
coaches here, his road jersey is number 91. His home jersey is number 28. So we learned something new every broadcast.
They got him listed at 6'2", 244 pounds.
And he looks every bit of it.
Every bit of it.
Broadcast booth.
1st and 10 for Redline.
And that's Elijah Morales, and nothing going there for Red Lions offense. And Red Lion seems content to running the ball.
And that was a great tackle for number 40, Adam Hortez, the senior, 5'11" senior for York High. I'm sorry, 41.
Yeah, playing near side end here for us, number 41.
Some of our roster are not very accurate.
And the catch made by Garrett Coppersmith, far side, into York High territory.
Number 1, David Ward with the tackle. David Ward already has a touchdown so far in this game. The sensational sophomore for York High. Really one of our breakout stars so far in this early in the season. He's been having a great season. If I'm not mistaken, he has 8 touchdowns so far in the first 4 games.
Yeah, I did some research. It looks like 7.
Well, he
Through
just had
4.
another
yeah,
one.
and he had one early. You're
Yep.
right. Yep, with tonight, comes into tonight with 7.
And he's probably not
One.
done either. So
No, and
keep an eye
Jaheim
on.
White now at 12 touchdowns on the year.
And that's a screen pass.
To Garrett Coppersmith, looking for running room.
Nothing
and
happening.
Nothing. York High's defense snuffs that out. It'll bring up a 4th down. And more than likely, the punting unit for Redline will be back out here on the field.
And Redline started off so promising with that drive. They held the ball for around 5 minutes, did a great job of just pretty much doing that ground pound game.
Yeah.
Didn't get much out of it, but now it's 4th and 5, and this is a decision that Coach Shea has to really think about as far as, like, going for that 5 yards and being aggressive on offense, because if not, York High can really start, bridging that gap, and, there's no comeback once York High gets up around 3-4 touchdowns.
Redline has to get to the York High's 40-yard line for a first down.
I like this play call. I like the play call.
They're going for it.
And that's going to hurt
Ooh.
Redline, I believe. That's
There's some movement there along the line. Now, I'm not sure if there was encroachment or the offense move. We're going to
if I'm not mistaken, I think that's against the defense of York High.
And, if that's the case, that could give Redline the first down.
And if that gives Redline the first down, then that offside defense.
Offside defense, first down, new set of downs for Redline.
And this has been the best possession so far for Redline. They're chewing up the clock. They're getting the ball down the field. They're getting first downs, and this is exactly what they want. They don't want to give York High too many opportunities with the ball because they can score like lightning in a bottle.
Yeah.
They can score very fast, and any player on their team can, run it up.
Under 8.5 minutes to go here in the second quarter.
And shotgun.
And directly given to the up man there.
I tell you what, that play there is very tricky because even you have so many guys in motion, you don't really know who has the ball initially, but that's something I believe they put in the game plan just for York High. You want to out-trick York High sometimes. Have some misdirections, some trick plays that we've seen already with the handoff pitch. Anything you can do to keep York High pretty much back reeling a little bit as far as, playing defense.
I'm back to, on that last carry, number 49, Isaac Ernest. We're trying to get some information here with an updated roster here, so we're juggling both here tonight.
And as we said before, and there's a pass, there's a wheel route wide open.
Morales wide open, 20, 15, 10.
David
And brought
Ward
down by Ward. He
brings him down aggressively.
Ward, no doubt about
But
it.
as I said again, I cannot get mad at the play calling right now from Redline. They're throwing in some misdirections and some trick plays, and they're really keeping York High guessing. I think that's a great job. You don't want to come out here playing against York High being very conservative because, that can not be in your favor.
Back to the running game here for Redline.
Morales carry.
Now it's time for the Bearcats to kind of stifle up that defense and do not allow Redline to get into the end zone. And this is pretty much 4-down territory, I believe, for Redline.
Yeah, although they have one of the best kickers in the league, but you would have to think right now down by 2 scores. And down this close, dude. Now the ball set up on the 8-yard line. Second down and goal for Redline. Their deepest penetration so far in this game.
Absolutely. And there's that fake hand. There's that fake.
In for the score.
Well, I believe it's a yard short.
Oh, they're call.
Ernest on the carry.
That was Isaac Ernest, number 49, just down near the goal line, dude.
And that direct snap to the fullback is really confusing York High.
First and goal line.
It's been very effective so far in this first half.
Yeah.
Yeah, that direct snap is very, very crucial and a big play for Redline so far. They have got a lot of good yardage off that direct snap. As we said before, they have some big boys. Redline has some big boys up front.
And again, a flag thrown.
And from our vantage point, Todd, that flag might be against York High.
Offside against the Bears.
It is good at half the distance, which almost.
And the ball's at the 1-yard line.
Well, inside, I mean, it looks practically right on the goal line here. From our vantage point, now we're high atop the press box here, Smalls Athletic Field.
And Redline does have that advantage with their offensive line. There's some big boys up front.
They are.
And this is what they're designed for, to have the push for that 1-2 yards for their running back. And let's see what happens here.
And a quarterback keeper by Price. And not going anywhere.
And
on
your
balls
guy
on that
ate
play.
that right up. Great play from the Bearcats. I'm surprised that Redline didn't go back to their fullback into that run game because that's been so effective so far in this first half.
With either Isaac Ernest or Damian Stafford. I mean, two just big bodies down there along the line with that offensive line for Redline.
And if I'm not mistaken, number 14, Christopher Price, the quarterback,
Second down and goal.
is sort of limping off the field when he walked over to the field. I don't know if there's something going on or.
Interesting observation here with just under 5.5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. A rather fast-moving first half here,
It is fast moving.
You get a lot of running plays. This tends to kind of eat up the clock.
Absolutely. Redline's not trying to pass the ball too often. Watch the direct snap again.
And I believe
And he's a little short.
too. It's going to bring up a third down.
It's a little short.
So close, but yet so far away. How about it, dude, from the Red Lion perspective here offensively?
Third down and goal.
Absolutely love the game plan that Redline has as far as offensively. They have the wheel route, they have direct snaps,
Yes.
misdirections,
Misdirect.
pitch handoffs. They're doing a little bit of everything to keep York High guessing.
And you're going to need to do that to playing against this York High Bearcat defense.
This Bearcat defense is a perennial powerhouse. Here it is again.
Give
He
it to
just
the up
pushed
man,
his
and
way
he's
up.
in on that play. Isaac Ernest with a 1-yard touchdown run.
And that only makes sense. If something's working, just keep at it. If it's broke, don't fix it. If it's not broke, don't fix it. Sorry.
And sure enough, it worked that particular play for Red Lion.
And Redline has to be
And-
very, very proud of the way they chewed up the clock. They had the ball for around 7 minutes of that possession,
Yeah,
and pretty much got the ball, I believe, around the 20-yard line and went about 80 yards in seven and a half minutes and got the touchdown. Now extra point,
Snap is down, the kick is up,
and it's good.
and good. And
The extra point is good.
with 4:29 to go here in the second quarter, it's York High 14, Red Lion 7.
And it's been a game so far, Todd.
It has, and want to remind the fans, do not go anywhere. I mean, it's going to be an exciting game here, dude, no doubt about it. I mean, both teams now offensively may have found their spark. With 4:29 to go, both teams have all their timeouts remaining. And you see Jaheim White back to set to receive the kickoff,
And that's a dangerous sight. You never want to see Jaheim White back there, man. You want to kick away from him.
along with David Ward. He's back there as well.
They have a lot of weapons back there for York High. Pick your poison, pretty much.
If you're Red Line, you may want to kick to one of the up men here on the special teams unit.
Once the kick to the line,
It's always a scary situation when you have that third phase as far as the special teams, and they're just as good as the offense. And they kick right to Jaheim. Don't know if that's the smartest move.
10. Out to the 15, 20. Oh, and brought down. You hear that. Pads crack on that play,
right
do.
on the return, it's out to about the 26-yard line before it's taken down.
And York High's offense will set up at the 26-yard line with 4:22 to go. And you got to think that York High's offense going to keep their foot on the pedal and try to punch in another touchdown here before halftime.
Already, Sam Stoner has a touchdown throw to David Ward, and also Jaheim White has about a 55-yard run to the end zone. So York High is doing exactly what they need to do with their three-headed monster. Jaheim White in motion. There's an option pass.
Option out to the 25, 30, 35, first down and more for Jaheim White. Near side, hit out of bounds.
White on the carry.
And York High has 4 minutes and 17 seconds to get into the zone before halftime. Let's see if they can do it.
With 3 timeouts remaining.
First and 10 Bearcats.
A new set of downs for York High. Ball be on the 40-yard line.
As always, I want to thank all the fans for tuning in and all the fans that came out to support York High. They're out here at the field, sitting in the stands.
Well represented tonight.
Well represented. Sam Stoner assessing the offense in shotgun, hand off to Jaheim.
Give to Jaheim, far side, looking
Speed
for running
kills.
room, 40, 45, midfield. And you just thought there for a moment Jaheim was going to go
Man,
the distance.
that stiff arm was so mean.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to see that in replay. That stiff arm was something else.
17-yard gain appears to be a
He makes it look rather easy. How
It's
about it?
aggressive and it's powerful, man. It looks really good from up top here.
Now there is a flag thrown on the play. We're awaiting word here.
Looks like Yurkai is starting to walk back. That may be against Yurkai. And that's a
Hold
holding
against
call.
Yurkai.
Against the Bearcats.
That will negate the rather fancy run there by Jaheim White.
Want to give an update on a recent score. Central York 14, Southwestern 7, going into the second quarter.
In a whiteout there at Central. I saw they scheduled a whiteout for
Yeah, I
tonight's
believe that
game
was the
with
theme for
Central.
tonight.
Central will be on the road next week at Dallastown.
Should be a very good matchup.
Montrez Jackson in motion as the fullback. They give to number 7 there, Deron Hunt, I believe, for his first carry of the game.
And we called Jaron Hunt name 2 games ago when they played against Carlisle. Had a really good game. Jaron Hunt is one of those guys you got to keep an eye on as well.
Hunt's going to step out and back in Jaheim White.
The 5'7" senior,
First and 10 Bearcats.
Jaron Hunt for
Yeah.
Yurkai, number
First
7.
down and 10.
And checking in for Yurkai is number 14, Gabriel Riviera, the 5'7" senior. Jaheim in motion, fake.
Oh, in and out of the hands
Stolen pass
of
intended for number
Marion
12.
Newson.
Marion Newson falls incomplete.
Marion Newson couldn't grab that ball there, and that's something that the players and the coaches want him to work on a little bit more, and he has developed and became a better football player, but he's still a little bit raw. First year playing organized football, but he's 6'6", and he's a big target. He's going to continue to help Yurkai throughout the season.
Back to the running game. They give to Jaheim White, looking for running room inside the 40.
And he's still
on his
going.
feet. Hard to bring down,
White on the carry.
Jaheim White with another
Gain of 11.
nice
Jaheim
carry.
White, when he runs, the way he carries the ball is a little bit unorthodox. He kind of has the ball out on the side when he's running, but it still stays. He's not a guy who fumbles, but
No,
sometimes you see him with the ball, you kind of wonder if that ball is going to pop out, but it doesn't. He just has a way of running, and he protects the ball very great, very good.
Under 3 minutes to go here in the second quarter. York High threatening for another score here. They give to Hunt, and almost brought down. It looked like more like almost a horse color there, but no call made.
And he's
Deron
taken down
Hunt.
fast
Yes.
by Dakari Dennis, the 6'2" junior, listed at 6'2", 207.
And a timeout called by Coach Sam Stoner of York High. Their
And for the
first
fans,
timeout with 2:30 to go.
And for the fans at Redline, they know about the Dennis brothers. Devontae Dennis
Devontae Dennis, yes.
played last year, well, 2 years ago, I believe. 2 years ago.
He was two sports star. He
Two
was
sports
football
star.
and basketball player for Red Lion.
If I'm not mistaken, I think he's down in Texas right now in college. I know he's away. I know his family's
Maybe
watching
he's
as well.
tuned into Sports Shooting Stars.
Yeah, he's trying to check out his little
Check
brother,
out his
man.
brother, yes.
Little brother had a big time tackle just now. Number 27, Dakari Dennis, listed at fullback and defensive end, 6'2", 207, junior. Keep an eye on Jakari during the basketball season as well. And right now, I think the goal for Redline is not to allow Yurkai to get into the zone before the 2 minutes and 30 seconds. They're doing a great job, but like I said, keep going to Jaheim White. You know he's going to bust one loose eventually.
Like,
And there he is in single coverage. And this really opens up the field for guys like David Ward.
Empty backfield set. Looking at
Always looking downfield for his guys. And right there was an example.
Yes.
He ran when he had to, but he chooses to pass. And I think that shows what kind of quarterback he is and what you want out of your quarterback as well.
York High 14, Red Lions 7. And they give to Jaheim White, looking for running room. down inside the 25-yard line.
White on the carry. Gain of 3, that would enough for a first down.
And that Sam rolls to his left, looking into the end zone. And it appears to be picked off by Redline. Now, there is a flag thrown. There may have been a hold on that play. Yeah, the pass was intended to number 4, Jaheim White, but I believe that it's going to be a pass interference call. Yeah, they were pulling and tugging on Jaheim White's jersey. Hence the pickoff by Redline and the penalty with 1:36 to go. And York High moving ever so closer. And the Bearcat faithful behind their team. Amani Bones with a carry. Plenty of time for York High here with just over a minute to go before halftime. A 3-yard pickup by freshman Amani Bones. 2 timeouts York High still has. Some shifting in the backfield there. Amani Bones along with Jaheim White. A high snap to give to Jaheim White, looking for running room. He can walk it in. And a 9-yard touchdown run by Jaheim White.
That was a 9-yard touchdown run by number 4,
Jaheim White's second touchdown of the evening. And just like that, York High right now 20-7 with a possible 2-point conversion here. Offense is back on the field. Another impressive run by Jaheim White.
Absolutely, AKA Florida, having a great season and great game so far. I want to tell the fans thanks for tuning in, and we had a little bit of technical difficulty with the audio and the video. We're back on deck. Dealing with live stream and with wireless services and everybody having a cell phone. Sometimes it trips, and there's a lot of other things that can be a factor. But thanks for tuning in and sticking with us when we have these little difficulties. Working really hard from behind the scenes to make sure things are back on deck. And right now, York High's going for a 2-point conversion, and that's a pass that
intended for David Ward and just overthrew David. And the 2-point conversion falls incomplete. We have 51 seconds to go. And again, your score, York High 20, Red Lion 7. Of course, Sam Stoner has 1 touchdown pass. That would be to David Ward, who has 1 touchdown reception for a 24-yard touchdown reception. Jaheim White, 2 big touchdown runs, a 52-yard touchdown run and a 9-yard touchdown run. And Amari and Newsom with a 2-point conversion catch. York High getting set to kick off. That's the quarterback, Sam Stoner, getting set to kick the ball off, teeing it up at the 40-yard line. Red Lion special teams unit making their way out on the field. With 51 seconds to go, Red Lion will have all 3 timeouts remaining to work with. And a deep kick there by Sam Stoner. Ball picked up at about the 10-yard line, out to the 20-yard line. And out of bounds goes Mason Hollenshed with 47 seconds remaining.
back at the 22-yard.
And Du, you're back, and we'll see what Red Lion now can dial up here with 47 seconds to go.
Well, Red Lion's game plan so far in this game was to chew the ball up, so I don't see him doing a whole lot within 47 seconds. But it'd be very interesting to see what happens.
Take a couple shots downfield. You have 3 timeouts remaining. Price
And they're
looking
going
downfield.
deep. They're going
Du.
deep.
In and out of the hands of Garrett Coppersmith.
And Garrett Coppersmith is their guy. He's the leading wide receiver. They want to go to him quite often. Has some very short hands. Didn't have an opportunity to catch that ball.
Well, number 2, Garrett Coppersmith, listed as a wide receiver, defensive end, and of course, we know his kicking prowess as well.
Absolutely. I really like the play calling from Coach Shea on the offensive side. I just don't think that, your Red Lions defense can stop Yorkhire's offense. But as far as the play calling on the offensive side for Red Lion, I think it's been very crafty, creative, and, they're doing a lot of different things. I don't think Yorkshire is ready for it, but they're doing a great job of catching up, playing great defense.
And a quarterback keeper by Price, looking for running room out
And
to
he has it.
25, out near the 30-yard line.
And you wonder,
York High's defense, you're kind of willing to give that up to them right now with the clock continuing to run under 30 seconds.
And that brings a 3rd and a 2, and you wonder if you're just going to go ahead and go to halftime for Red Line. I believe they're not in a big rush. They may get one more play off. Let's see if they go down the field or just looking to get a first down.
Clock continues to run here, just over 10 seconds.
And this will be a last play of the first half. Quick pass.
And complete to Coppersmith. And that should be the final.
Well, Coach Shea did call a timeout for Red Line.
Maybe a Hail Mary here. How about it?
That's what you another screen or a Hail Mary.
They had that in college football last week at Appalachian State.
Wow.
Remember that? Last week, a big Hail Mary pass. And maybe that's what Red Lion and Coach Jesse Shea may dial up here with 2 seconds to go.
Speaking of college football, I'd like to give a big shout out to Nicholas Singleton for Penn State. Had an awesome Saturday last week. We filmed Nick when he played
twice.
For
we had the pleasure of seeing him here on this field take on York High. And then remember the playoff game. We made our way up to Governor Mifflin with Spring Grove.
Against Spring Grove. It was a great game. Nicholas, does what Nick does. He gets the ball, and he's rumbling and rolling. Great job from Nicholas Singleton. Really putting on for the, Governor Mifflin fans and also Penn State fans.
Oh, Penn State. It's just amazing. 3 games into it and the impact he's had. And it's an exciting time to be a Penn State fan, particularly with Nicholas Singleton there and in the quarterback position. I mean, you just don't – you have Drew Aller, and you also have a guy by the name of Bo Pripula up there as well, which
absolutely.
we're familiar with him as well.
Absolutely, man. Anthony Ivy. There's a lot of guys
I ran into him the other week up there, Anthony Ivy as well post-game, and he looks like he's gained about 10, 15 pounds of muscle. He's really thinned out or bulked up since our game with Dallastown in Manheim Township last year.
Also, former Dallastown kicker Matt Groh, he's up there as well.
Yes.
Mitch Groh, I'm sorry.
And we're back to in and out of the hands of Coppersmith, and that will be the end of the second quarter. With your score, York High 20, Red Lions 7.
We're going to go ahead and get some updates of some other scores around the league. I want to thank the fans for tuning in tonight on the live chat and also watching from home or wherever you're at.
Maybe in the comfort of your own home, maybe where it's a little warmer. How about it? You may
Absolutely.
For the first time all year, turn the heat on as the York High Bearcats are making their way off the field, much to the delight of the fan base here at York High.
Yeah, York High fans, they really love their Bearcats, and they're always there to support them throughout whatever or wherever they go. They always have their fans.
Whether it's here at Smalls Athletic Field or their venerable gym downtown York, it's
or even
a
the
proud
viewers.
history.
Absolutely.
And the viewership as well for York High Athletics. Yes.
Central York and York High is always one of our biggest fan base
Yes.
that we have, so really appreciate all the viewers that's watching tonight and all the people that support Sports Shooting Stars. We film volleyball games,
we have
basketball.
It's funny you mentioned some people have reached out to me wondering if we're going to do a volleyball match, and
most likely,
it's
most likely. We had a great
girls
time.
Volleyball right now is being played, and then of course it'll kind of lead into basketball season. And it was nice seeing last week over with Eli Brooks. Some of the players from Central were there.
Yep.
Ben Natal was in attendance.
Ben Rill, Ben Natal.
Rill, yeah.
A couple other players, like I said, Seth Sager,
I'll tell you, yes, Seth Sager from
Southwestern senior, big-time jumper.
Yes, big jumper. And, you know, Central basketball team may be pretty formidable this year. I know I don't want to get ahead. We're in the football season, but we're
excited, though. We're sports
yeah, you can
guys,
tell
so
the
we're
enthusiasm.
excited.
Yeah. So we've arrived at the halftime. The Red Lion Marching Band is making their way. They're marching out on the field right now, as they're called the Marching Lions.
Yes, I'd like to give a lot of credit to the marching band, the marching lines, and all the hard work and they put into playing their instruments and just putting on a great performance. So we definitely want to give them some opportunity to get some TV time and also showcase their talents. And right after the marching band, we're going to have Marcus Gottwald with our sideline reporter.
Tyler Stroney.
Tyler
Stroney.
Stroney.
Down there hustling around, and they'll make their way up to the broadcast booth. We'll take a brief timeout as well and allow you to enjoy the halftime show here with the Red Lion Marching Band.
Our sideline reporters, they're going to give us a sideline view of what's going on down on the field and what they see. So give us a few minutes and we'll be back in about 5 to 10 minutes.
leadership include Matthew Miller, President, Bryce Brennan, Vice President, Renee Salva, 11th grade representative, Justin Dana, 10th grade representative, Abigail Schwartz, 9th grade representative, and Ethan Reynolds, 8th grade representative. Under the direction of Mr. Peter H. Crum, the Red Lion Area Senior High School Band Program offers a comprehensive instrumental music program that has been named by the Dana Foundation as one of the best communities for music education for 11 consecutive years. The Marching Lions wish to thank all parents, friends, relatives, faculty, and school administration for their continued support of the Red Lion Area students.
My fat ass got burnt powder. Like that so good. You want to go first tonight?
Yep.
Back from hiatus.
Todd Edwards back off the halftime break here with the Red Lion Marching Band making their way off the field, and I'm joined by Marcellus Gottwald in the broadcast booth and Tyler Stroney. Gentlemen, welcome aboard.
Thank you. Thank you once again.
To
man.
week 5. Hey, your insights and perspectives from the first half here at Smalls Athletic Field.
Well, actually, I'll just grab something real quick. So White has 8 carries, 104 yards, and that nasty touchdown. I mean, it's just incredible. Every time I see him, he just makes big play after big play after big play. But, of course, it's not just him. York High's team is, look, each week they're looking more and more solid. I can tell you that much. But it's a good, man, great atmosphere out here. And we're still, I mean, we're still in this game. Red Lions still got a chance to come right back at it. I know Red Lions missing Straussbaugh, their running back, which I think is apparent, but I'm thinking Red Lions going to come out here and hopefully have a couple big plays to make this a ball game. What do you think, Tyler?
Tyler, go.
Yeah, I agree with that. You know, towards the end of the half there, they were running behind that big offensive line and big number 1, Big Stafford there. They've been getting him the ball. They've been running a lot of shifts. They've gotten York High on the shifts multiple times, but they've also cost themselves multiple times on those shifts because that's the risk you take when you're running this many motions. But they have a big O-line. York High is playing small up front. They're trying to use their speed to get after him. So look for Red Lion to come out and try to move the pile up front tonight in the second half.
I'm convinced Red Line's going to stick, Tyler, with a ground and pound offense, trying to shorten the game up a little bit, keep York High's offense off the field, and they hope to stay on the field and punch it in. Only down by 2 scores right now. I
mean, you're only down by 2 scores, and if you can go out there and have a drive 5 or 6 minutes long and keep Jaheim White off the field, you put yourself right back into this ball game. You got to put your faith in your defense. That's why a lot of their better athletes are on defense, but they can still take your time. You know, you still got a whole half to play. And we've seen, this is high school football. Anything can happen on any given night, Todd.
No doubt about it.
Yeah, we seen that just a couple weeks ago with York High falling down to Carlisle and zooming back.
Right here on this field, yes.
But just looking at the official stats right now, it's a little not what I expected, to be honest with you. Number of plays, Red Lion has 32 to 18 for William Penn. But, Todd, the big thing is Red Lion's averaging 10 yards a play. They're really they're getting some of the big booms.
Yes, they are. And it'll be interesting to see if they can carry that on into the second half here, Marcellus. Yeah. And welcome back, by the way. You had a week off, and you're all rested, right?
Yeah.
Healed up from your injury?
I got to put a plug out here, guys. I made a big mistake. I got on a bicycle without a helmet. You know, I felt like I know what I'm doing. I didn't see a bump. Took a nasty spill, split my head open, and I'm just telling you out there, wear a helmet on your bicycle.
No doubt about it. And I can attest, after seeing the photos, wear a helmet. You know, we kind of grew up in a time and a place where we didn't wear helmets, you know, when we rode bikes. But after seeing your spill, no doubt about that.
Yeah, man, like I said, I love what you guys do out here, man. And just an honor to be out here again with Sports Shooting Stars. Tyler's the man. He's teaching me stuff. This guy knows more football than I think I could, ever learn. But, man, what a great night out here.
Yeah, no doubt. Anything you'd like to close out before you make your way back down on the field, gentlemen?
Watch somebody emerge for Red Lion because eventually they're going to have to take a 50-50 shot downfield. And for York High, Quentin Price has been big for them. He has 3 passes defended in the first half. Anybody's on him at any given time. There's no set matchup there. So somebody has to step up for Red Lion here in the receiving game because you cannot run it all night. Eventually, you're going to have to take a deep shot downfield. In the past, that was where Randy Pfizer would come into play. But you got to come in and you got to find that because you can only shift so much before York High is going to pick up on that. So somebody has to emerge here.
We'll see. Yeah, it should be interesting. Anything from your perspective, Marcellus, as we
pretty much right on with that, man. I think it's going to come down to Red Lion needs a big play, a punt return, a block kick, interception for a touchdown. But I know Coach Shea, had the opportunity to talk to him before the game, and they are not giving up. I guarantee you that's one thing. They are coming out here, and we're going to make this a ball game.
No doubt about it, and we're looking forward to the second half. And, gentlemen, thank you for your input. Tyler Strode, Marcellus Gottwald here, our sideline reporters with Sports Shooting Stars. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Yep, and we'd like to thank our sponsors for tonight's broadcast. Dean's Auto Plaza, Basil Insurance Company, Inch & Company Sports, S3 Performance Training, Parma's Pizza of Dallastown, York Area Flag Football League, along with the Basketball Warehouse, all sponsors of Sports Shooting Stars. As we bring the game to you this Friday, we want to remind the fans to like our Facebook page, Sports Shooting Stars, along with our Instagram page, as we have a full slate of high school football action all season long with Sports Shooting Stars. And we'll give you the scoring recap here. Again, David Ward with 1 touchdown reception, a 24-yard touchdown reception. Jaheim White, 2 touchdown runs, one for 52 yards and another one for 9 yards. And Sam Stoner has 1 touchdown pass. And Amarian Davis has a 2-point conversion catch for Red Lion. A 1-yard touchdown run by Isaac Ernest gives the score right now. York High 20, Red Lion 7, as we are just seconds away from kickoff to open the third quarter. York High set to receive. And they'll be moving right to left on your TV screen.
The Bearcats will receive to start the second half.
As Garrett Coppersmith gets set to kick the ball off. And a little squib kick there, recovered, it looks like, by the Bearcats. An onside kick.
At their own 49-yard line.
And as expected, there was an onside kick going on in the second half, and Red Lion has to continue to come up with these little tricks and little gimmicks to kind of to stay in the game. That's not a bad idea. I think York High kind of expected that coming into the second half.
And they were all over it on that play. Yeah, you think of an onside kick, but trying to be a bit aggressive here to open things up here in the second half. But gives York High excellent field position here, too, near midfield.
And that's where they like to use Jaheim White very often in the middle of the field.
Midfield into Lions
He's
territory.
gone.
Dude, he's gone 30.
Just like
20,
that.
10.
So easy.
Touchdown, Jaheim White. And just
So
like
easy.
that, York High.
So easy.
He makes it look easy, dude.
Wow.
Like 51-yard touchdown
Just
run.
a freak of nature when he has the ball in his hands.
And just like that, dude, a big punch landed by York High.
I understand the strategy that Red Lion has as far as kicking the ball, trying to get an onside kick, but you also know you're going to get the ball towards a 50-yard line, and that's where they love to get Jaheim the ball at, and he has the speed to pretty much outrun any player that's trying to chase him down.
And just like that, York High going for the 2-point conversion here. 10 seconds in. And caught by Jaheim White, just like that, dude. And your score, York High 28, Red Lion 7, 10 seconds into the third quarter, dude. And just like that, York High is up big. And now we'll see what Red Lion has in score offensively. You know, we oftentimes talk about special teams Red Lion could maybe stand to use a kick return for a touchdown, something to give them a spark here in the second half.
Yeah, so far, Red Lion and special teams, and that third phase of special teams, they haven't done a great job at all so far, with getting some yardage off the kick returns. They need to be more aggressive. Hey, I would even like to see, a double reverse or something to that degree, because when you're down by 3 scores like this, you have to come up with some different ideas and be creative.
And Sam Stoner, the quarterback, getting set to kick the ball off. Ball teed up at the 40.
And that's a nice kick.
Nice high end-over-end kick.
Off a bounce, picked up, and down.
And down he goes.
And we just talked about that. Red Lion has not gotten anything from the special teams units.
Yeah, Mason Hollenshed looked as if he slipped. And not much return yards there for Red Lion.
Down about the 19-yard line.
And yeah,
First and 10 Lions.
Red Lion will set up their offense at their own 18-yard line. And Red Lion's backed up here, down by 3 scores. Again, we'll see what adjustments this Red Lion team's made at halftime to mount a comeback. And back to that running game.
Morales on the carry.
That was number 3, Elijah Morales, with a 6-yard carry.
Second down.
Brings up a second down with just under 11 and a half minutes to go here in the third quarter. York High looking for their 3rd straight win after opening the season with 2 consecutive losses.
Yeah, York High's rolling right now,
Yes,
playing really
they
good
are.
offense and defense. And there's that direct snap to the fullback again.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of that, by this Red Lion.
It has been effective so far for
Yes.
Red Line.
5. First down.
And enough for a first down and a new set of downs for Red Lion. Ball out.
Right now, Red Line just wants to stop the bleeding pretty much. They want to just hold the ball, chew up the clock as much as possible. You know, try to make plays on defense, but you definitely got to get in the end zone. They have to make a score here
yeah.
on the offensive side.
You don't want to fall too far behind this York High Bearcat team, because right now they can run it up quick in bunches. Up 28-7 over Red Lion. And a running play there by Elijah Morales, a carry.
Morales on the carry. Gain of 8.
8-yard pickup.
Down and 2.
Bring up a second down and 2 for Red Lion.
Another misdirection.
Another misdirection right up the
direct
middle.
snap. Sorry, another direct snap. And that's really confusing even us from up top
Yeah,
here, Todd. I mean, it's very
Isaac
hard
Ernest, yes.
very hard to keep an eye on what they got going on when they snap the ball. That's been effective so far
has
for
been, and-
Red Line the whole game.
And a first down, a big first down for Red Lion.
But York High's doing a great job of not allowing the Lions to get into the end zone. Only have 1 score so far in this game with 7 points. So York High does a great job of kind of stifling that up, you know, when they get closer to the end zone.
Ball on the 37-yard line of York High, Red Lion. Out to Coppersmith, far side, inside the 35-yard line.
And that's a tackle for number 1, David Ward. So far, Coppersmith has been pretty much held in check so far in this game. Big boy, 6'2",
Yeah.
listed at 207, one of their top wide receivers for Red Line.
1, David Ward. Second down and 7.
Clearly a player that we have called a lot this evening. The senior for Red Lion, Garrett Coppersmith, number 2. Brings up a second down and 7. And a quarterback keeper by Price right up the middle.
And so far, going right up the middle has been very effective for Red Line. They're really winning the war in the trenches so far, going up the middle.
Picking up-
Outside, going on the outside, on the edges, you know, York High's doing a great job of bottling that up. But going through the middle, the Red Line's doing a great job of running behind their players to get that extra yardage.
and gaining some yardage and eating up some of the clock right now. But it's very important for this Red Lion offense here to walk away on this series with some points. Down by 3 scores. Price in shotgun formation, looking downfield, maybe for the
He's
deep
going
ball,
deep.
far
There it
side.
is.
Do
A little bit out of his reach.
over shot his intended receiver.
Price's pass intended for number 2, Coppersmith. Falls
Intended for Garrett Coppersmith.
4th down.
Bring up a 4th down, and I would imagine you're in 4-down territory here.
You're
at
in
this
4-down
point, being down by
territory.
3.
Don't want to go too far. You want to get these 4 yards. It's 4th and 4. Red Line needs to focus on getting these 4 yards. So far, going right up the middle, going behind their tackles have been very effective so far. So let's see if Red Line
Yeah,
comes
it
up
looks like
with.
Red Line needs to get to the 27-yard line of York High for the first down. 8:14 to go here in the third quarter. And there's that movement along
There's
the
that
line,
movement.
that shift.
And this is a crucial play for Redline. They need to get something out of this. And they
And a
got
running
it.
play, and they got it.
They got it. The hard way, but they got it.
Morales with the first down run. A 6-yard pickup for Elijah Morales.
If the fans want to check out our social media site on Sports Shooting Stars, we're uploading some of the touchdowns that we have seen so far in the
There's
game.
been some exciting runs tonight. How about it? Some great plays.
I want to thank our sideline reporter, Marcus Gottwalt, for the great footage he's getting down there on the sideline. There's that direct snap to the fullback.
And York High's defense. Ernest with the carry. A 2-yard pickup for Redline. Just over 7.5 minutes to go. Second down and 8 ball on the 23-yard line of York High. York High up 28-7 over Redline. Bryce looking for it all here, dude.
A little deep.
And overthrew. And it looks like he may have been throwing it to James McBride Jr. there.
Yeah, the
For
defensive
York High,
player.
the defensive back, who I was told is the backup quarterback tonight. George Banks Jr. injured, out for the season. Had a chance to talk to George pregame on crutches, out with a broken ankle.
We wish George a quick recovery.
Bring up a 3rd down and 8 with 7:12 to go.
Expect to see George Banks during the basketball season for York High as well. Another two-sport player.
Coppersmith, far
quick
side.
pass. And that's
Give
an
a stiff arm
aggressive,
there. Did you see?
aggressive stiff arm.
Well, it brings up a 4th down. Should be about 4th down and 2, do clearly 4-down territory for Red Lion. Under 7 minutes to go.
And what do you say, Todd? Not really interested in the 3 points. You want to go for the touchdown in this situation. 4th and 2, and as you can see, York High just brought in number 4, Jaheim White. He plays the safety position for York High, and they're up at the line, and they've been very.
And a direct snap given to the big man. 1st down and more.
And that second effort is the reason why they got that 1st down.
Again, Isaac Ernest. Kind of a little bit of shades of old school football there with a fullback carrying the ball. Ground and pound.
Oh, I'd
Would
love to
make
see
Woody
it.
Hayes very happy, the former longtime coach at Ohio State, the Ohio State University.
Remember Craig Hayward.
Greg Ironhead Hayward.
Ironhead
Pitt
Hayward,
Panther.
there it
Pitt
is.
Panther, yes. Jerome Bettis was kind of a mix between a fullback and a running back.
He did a little bit of everything.
Out of Notre Dame, yes.
Pittsburgh Steelers great. Looking for a pass.
Looking for a pass, and ooh, got caught up there in the end zone. Nearly picked off by York High's defense.
Got to give a lot of credit to York High's defense. Their secondary, I believe, I may be wrong, but I believe Redline only has 2 completed passes so far in this game. The secondary for York High is doing a great job of this being all over the wide receivers and not allowing them to get any extra yardage.
And have held this Red Lion team to 7 points, too. Yes, 7 points only, but right now Red Lion threatening with 6:02 to go here in the 3rd quarter.
And Redline's still chewing up that clock. Direct snap. And I believe York High is starting to jump on that direct snap now. They realize that's Redline's bread and butter so far in this game.
That will bring up a 3rd down.
Call that about a 2-yard gain. It'll be 3rd and goal.
Ball on the 10-yard line.
3rd and 8. Ball at the 10-yard line.
Price looking, and a tip. Oh, at the line, it looks like Montrez Jackson with the tip. Got his hands on the ball.
Great job from Montrez Jackson, number 30. Also the fullback for York High. Also middle linebacker.
4th down.
And here's
4th
Red
down.
Line again. 4th down, 4-down territory here.
And it's all or nothing for Redline right now.
Good
They get
point,
this
Duke.
far. They did a great job of getting this far down the field. And, you know, they want to get some points on the board, but they don't want a field goal.
Yeah,
they want a
have
touchdown.
one of the best kickers in the league that could do it, but right now they're not worried about 3. They want 7. 4th down, 5:25 to go.
Watch the shovel pass. They've been doing a lot of screens so far in this game. Watch the shovel pass or screen. Shovel pass is there.
Oh, and what some big time hits down there, dude.
And you wonder Is that a first down? No, it's 4th and 8.
No,
I'm
it was
sorry.
yeah, they needed to punch it and did not get it. And the ball will be turned over to the York High Bearcats. And their offense will make their way back onto the field with 5:20 to go.
Can't be mad at Redline. I think they did a great job of moving the ball down the field. It's just when they needed those crucial plays, what they call money downs, Bearcats has stepped up and played great defense. I really like, won't show up on a stat sheet so much, but I really like the play calling offensively from Redline and the tricks and the gimmicks that they're coming up with in this game.
Trying to keep York High off balance a little bit, but still York High with a 3-score lead, 28-7. And back to the running game to give to Jaheim White.
Still on his
feet, looking for extra running room.
Wow.
Made something out of nothing there. How about it, do?
I tell you what, West Virginia's going to be very happy when he gets down there, man.
And West Virginia with a big win last night over Virginia Tech Hokies.
In-state rivalry, I guess you can consider
of
that.
Sorts, yeah. It's border states there. And I did see for next year, do just something interesting. West Virginia will travel to Penn State for a non-conference matchup next year. Interesting to look ahead a little bit with Jaheim White.
Very excited to see that. A lot of good student athletes throughout the country, especially in Pennsylvania, doing a lot of great things for their ball clubs. Glad to be a part of it.
White in motion, empty backfield set for Sam Stoner. Sam rolls to his right.
Sam passes to David Ward.
To David Ward wide open,
He has some
30,
room.
35, far sideline, steps out of bounds at about the 40-yard line. A first down and more. David Ward. And a flag down. Personal foul called on number 55, Mike McMonigal. We called his name. Big offensive lineman who has some offers from Old Dominion and Marshall University.
Major Division I colleges, universities.
6'6". Listed at 6'6", 270 along that offensive line. And only a sophomore, dude.
Got a lot. 2 more years to keep pounding.
To keep growing.
Absolutely. Brings York High back. Ball to Jaheim White.
Right up the middle, looking for running room.
Side steps. Keeps going, stays on his feet. Takes
First down
all
and more,
the red line to bring him down. He's
line
still
defender,
going.
Still moving his legs.
Good gracious.
Incredible. Incredible effort by Jaheim White.
I wonder, you don't see it too often on the sideline. You see it sometimes in college or even in the pros where the guys go to the sideline and get that oxygen. You know, you don't see that too much at the high school level.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But he's one of those guys, I swear he needs oxygen. He's a running force, man.
A new set of downs for York High, under 4 minutes to go. Trips formation near side for York High.
Sam Stoner looking deep.
He
got the ball. He's
James
wide
McBride
open.
right there in the
Big
hands
time
of
catch.
James McBride. 20.
He's going.
10 near the
That's a
sideline.
touchdown.
James McBride Jr. with a big touchdown reception.
That was about a 68-yard catch and run from James McBride. Big time play.
Big.
It was a 56-yard touchdown pass for number 11.
A 56-yard touchdown pass to James McBride Jr. And just like that, York High all over Redline.
Man, York High is doing it on the ground and also in the air.
Dude.
And as we said before, Sam Stoner has become a very polished pocket passer. He doesn't look to run the ball. He stays in the pocket. He finds his players, and he has the arm to show that he can get the ball down the field. Big shout out to Sam Stoner in his senior year and what he's been doing for York High.
2-point conversion.
And that was a time
Gonna
route
fall
that
short.
didn't really come together.
Pass intended for Amarian Newsom. But right now, York High all over Redline, 34-7.
It's starting to get ugly out here, and York
It
High
is.
is averaging about 40 points so far. And it's early in the season. They're putting up a lot of points and in a lot of different ways.
No doubt about it. And really kind of spreading the ball around. A touchdown reception for David Ward. Now a touchdown reception for James McBride Jr. Sam Stoner, 2 touchdown passes. Jaheim White, 3 touchdown runs and a 2-point conversion. With that being said, it gives York High the lead 34-7, and right now they're in cruise control in Week 5 of YIAA.
Also want to give a little update. Got this from Paul Burdett. He said Damon Stafford is a phenomenal lacrosse player at Redline. His father's Pat Stafford. And he's also the head coach for Redline for lacrosse. Some other updates. McDevitt 34 over
And an
Cedar Cliff
onside
0.
kick
And it looks like Redline recovered.
at around midfield. York High returning volley of sorts there with an onside kick.
Recovered by
Great job from Redline.
50-yard line.
Quick updates. McDevitt 34 over Cedar Cliff 0. Henfield 3, Mayhew Township 0 at half. I'm sorry, Henfield 10, 0 at halftime against Mayhew Township.
Well, we mentioned Henfield, David Powpow making his way to Penn State this week for a visit. We saw him earlier at
David
Dallas
Powpow, he's something else, man. I hope they do sign
one-man
him.
wrecking crew.
He
How
is.
about it on that defensive line?
Check him out for Henfield, David Powpow.
Back to the running game, Red Lion. With just under 3.5 minutes to go here, Elijah Morales with the carry.
Gain of 2,
A 2-yard pickup.
second down and 8.
If fans are at the Dallastown game, feel free to give us the score there as they're playing host to Northeastern. Central hosting Southwestern.
Yes, all the scores around the league. If you guys can keep us updated, that'd be great. We're looking into it ourselves, but we like the fans to be engaged. And that's a great play.
Big run for Red Lion.
Morales in the catch.
And
Morales.
Redline's not giving up at
No,
all.
they're not. They're still bringing it. Their running game and running downfield here. A new set of downs for Red Lion. Ball be set up about the 31-yard line of York High. Your score, York High 34, Red Lion 7.
Redline moving the ball down the field very, very smoothly.
And there's a big fullback with a carry. That's Isaac Ernest. We've been calling his name as well a lot tonight for Red Lion, along with Garrett Coppersmith.
Well, want to tell the fans as well, look us up on Sports Shooting Stars on Instagram, Twitter, and also Facebook. We're uploading some of these touchdowns that we're watching live, so you can get a chance to check out these touchdowns from a point of view advantage from the sideline reporters, Marcus Gottwald, and
Almost
also
like you're right there on the field. How about it, dude?
absolutely.
Brings up a 2nd down and 5 ball on the 26-yard line, under 2 minutes to go. Back to the running game. Morales looking for running room, not going to go anywhere there.
And he's tackled
Morales carries.
by a gang of York High players.
They're swarming around the ball defensively here.
Loss of 3 on the play. 3rd down.
Bring up a 3rd down, clearly 4-down territory for this Red Lion Ball Club, who comes in here with a 2-2 record, this team.
3rd and 9. Let's see what Crafty moves.
And just overthrew his intended receiver there, Dakari Dennis. A 4th down and 9,
4th down and 8.
4th and 8.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
I'm
looks
sorry,
like
4th
the
and
ball-
9. I'm sorry,
Looks
4th
like the
and
ball
9.
needs to be for a 1st down at about the 21-yard line of York High for a 1st down.
And Redline's been doing a good job of getting the ball within the 30-yard line, and they could kick a couple field goals, but being down by so much, they want that score. And
Yeah,
York
they
High's
need
doing a
sevens.
great job of not allowing Redline to get inside the end zone.
Timeout called by Red Lion head coach
Timeout,
Jesse Shea.
Red Lion.
His first timeout. He'll have 2 remaining with 1:04 to go. Your score, York High 34, Red Lion 7.
Just got an update on the Central York score. Central York 23, Southwestern 14. That's still a very close contested game. Keep an eye on that game. Thank you for that update from Sean Carter.
The whiteout, they're having a whiteout there at Central York tonight. I know it's homecoming at Dallastown tonight as they play host to Northeastern, and a homecoming also game for West York as they play host to Kennerdale tonight. to thank our sponsors for tonight's broadcast: Beans Auto Plaza, Basil Insurance Company, Inch & Company Sports, S3 Performance Training, Parma's Pizza of Dallastown, York Area Flag Football League,
And also the Basketball Warehouse.
all sponsors for Sports Shooting Stars. We're back here, 4th down and 8. Big play here for Red Lion.
And that's another.
To Garrett Coppersmith. He's not going to get it to.
They got to get the ball downfield. These side, east-west plays. You need south-north plays pretty much. And they're not getting much from these passes.
and
you need to go down the field with it. Stay aggressive. I think your Red Lions does a great job of getting the ball down the field, but when it's time for those crucial plays, some of the play calling's a little bit suspect. But then again, you got to give York High a lot of credit for playing great defense.
Their defense tonight is dialed in, and right now it will turn over to York High, and you can sense York High wants more to.
I plan on getting the ball back to Jaheim White and also David Ward doing a great job. And then James McBride just busted one wide open for like a 70-yard catch and run.
Making his presence felt tonight, the senior, number 10 for York High.
Check our Facebook page. We also have that big-time bomb, that big-time throw from Sam Stoner and James McBride on our page as well.
And McBride in motion.
Number 10. Looks like another pitch.
It's going to be a quarterback keeper by Stoner, brought down near the 30-yard
And
line.
what about Stoner making a top 10 last week on ESPN? Did you
Yes,
notice
I
that?
did see the
behind-the-back
the
pass
two-point
to Montrez
conversion? Yes,
Jackson?
Pretty impressive.
That was a pretty major play.
Yes.
I got to talk to Sam Stoner. What made him do that? Is that something they do in practice or something he's comfortable with? Because think about guys like Patrick Mahomes. He passes the ball a little unorthodox and does shovel passes. And
pretty impressive.
no-look passes. That's what Patrick does, no-look passes. So you wonder if Sam took a page out of Patrick Mahomes' playbook with that play. Good, big shout-out to Sam Stoner for making ESPN top 10 plays.
Swing pass given to Jaheim White out to the 35, 40-yard line and a first down.
Stoner's pass is completed before Jaheim White.
And that's going to be probably the last play of the third quarter going into the fourth.
Tackled by number 21, Jeremy Stenger. First down, Bearcats.
And right now, York High's rolling all cylinders
Yeah,
pretty
they
much
are.
so far in this game.
And the Red Lions.
And we've arrived.
Not many turnovers. Doing
No,
a great
it's been
job moving the ball on the ground and also in the air.
In the air, no doubt. And we've arrived at the end of the third quarter with your score. York High 34, Red Lion 7. Coming up the final quarter here for Sports Shooting Stars this Friday night.
And we want to tell the fans, go to the live chat. We like to, engage with the fans, and also we want you to give us an idea who you believe the player of the game should be. I know, David Ward's in the conversation, Sam Stoner, and of course Jaheim White, a.k.a.
Jaheim
Florida.
White, oh, Florida, yeah, no doubt about it.
I think Florida has about 5 of our shirts. I mean, between him and Bo Perula, they have most of our merchandise, to be honest with you.
Our Sports Shooting Stars swag, how about
Absolutely.
it?
And we do that
Remember
for
the face coverings as well that we're
the
giving
face
out?
covering
Yeah,
as well.
for
And they're going to
COVID
get
season.
a free pizza from Parma's Pizza this weekend for player of the game. So
One of our sponsors, season-long sponsors.
Darren
Parma's
Bonaquista.
out of Dallastown, Parma's Pizza of Dallastown. Maybe you're looking for a place to eat post-game. Check them out. And they give to Jerron Hunt. Out to
He's
midfield.
gone.
Down inside the 45, down to the 40-yard line. Jerron Hunt now with the carry.
Run by
Number 7, Jerron Hunt.
And that was a great tackle from number 21, Jimmy Stinger, the 5'11 senior.
first down, Bearcats.
A touchdown saving.
Yes,
Tackle.
he looked like Hunt would have been gone.
Great job for Jimmy.
And right now, Hunt in the backfield. Looks like a false start called on York High. Penalty flag thrown.
And as we said before, things can get really interesting for, YIAA with teams like Dallastown, Central York, Southwestern, and of course York High.
And York High as well. I mean, it could come down to the final week. And that final week, we're going to be here at Smalls Athletic Field as York High plays host to Central York in a big matchup. Center back in shotgun formation. And
David
again,
Ward.
David Ward, 40, 35.
And there's a flag on the play.
thrown.
Stolen pass complete number 1.
I want to say that's a holding call against Yorkai, but we don't know as of yet. And we're posting some of these touchdowns in real time. If you want to go check us out on Facebook or on Twitter or even Instagram, we're posting these touchdowns in real time. So go ahead and go check those big-time scores out.
The views kind of take you like as if you're standing or you're right down there on the field. And courtesy of Marcellus Gottwald and Tyler Strode, our sideline reporters. Brings up a first down now in 15 with the penalty. Just over 11 minutes to go here in the fourth and final quarter. Trips formation far side for York High. David Ward near side.
Going deep again.
Deep to Ward. He's there
Wide
near
open.
sideline. Oh, in and out of the hands of David Ward, or he would have been in for the easy score due.
Wow. Slightly behind him. Slightly. You won't see that too often. You want to tell the fans, David Ward's having a great season so far. He's only a sophomore, sensational sophomore. Doesn't have too many drops at all. That's one of the rare drops you see from David Ward.
Bring up a second down and 15.
Got to give a lot of credit to Sam Stoner. He's putting the ball on the money so far in this game.
Yes.
He's just getting better and better each game for York High. Sam Stoner, the all-time leading passer for the Bearcats.
Looking downfield and has more
It's gone.
near sideline. 30, 20, 10. He's gone into the end
Wow.
zone. David.
And just like that,
Ward.
And just like that, they went right back to David Ward, and he made up for that missed drop. And that was a toe touch grab that he had. Once he realized he was in bounds, it's off to the races.
That's 3 touchdown passes for Sam Stoner and a big 60-yard touchdown reception for David Ward to match his 24-yard touchdown reception.
I tell you what, Sam Stoner is putting such a gap in between, you know, as far as being the all-time leading passer. I mean, he's not only did he break that record, but he's going to put so many extra more yards on that record. It's going to be a long time for somebody even touches that record. Great job from Sam Stoner. Like I said again, his behind the back play again.
This time picked off.
We talked that up.
Earlier.
We talked that up.
Pass was intended to Montrez Jackson. But your score, York High 40, Red Lions 7, with 10:44 to go. And it would appear as if York High will win their 3rd straight game and move to 3-2 after the halfway point in the season.
I think York High does a great job of taking every game, you know, for what it's worth. They already know that Central York is out there, and, you know, they're the defending champs, and people have a lot of talk about Central York, and they know every year pretty much it's going to come down to them two playing against each other the last game of the regular season.
And we'll have that game. I want to
we
remind
will have
the
that
fans.
game. That's going to be a major game.
It's going to be a barn burner, dude, right here at Smalls Athletic Field.
The last 6 seasons we've been filming those two ball clubs. But I think York High does a great job of just dialing in, staying focused. They know Central's out there. Central knows they're out there as well. But York High is staying focused and, you know, completing the task at hand. And, you know, big shout out to the Bearcats and also Coach Stoner for having his guys ready.
And there's a high end over end kick by Sam Stoner. Dropped there at about the 10-yard line. Oh, and brought down hard. That was that one. James McBride, senior, with the tackle. Elijah Morales with the run back.
Also got to update Dallastown and Northeastern tied 14-14 at halftime.
At halftime, wow, interesting contest.
Didn't expect that one. Thank you, Jeremy Miller, for that update.
Well, in Northeastern, bouncing back after the dismantling that they had last week at the hands of York High, but they're right in the game with Dallastown.
Another shout out to Colin Herrick. Let's give us an update. Spring Grove 22, Eastern 7 in the 3rd quarter.
And a reception there.
And Red Line's not having any problems getting the ball past the 50-yard line. But once they get past the 50-yard line, everything pretty much gets stifled, and York High really dials in, locks them up. So Red Line's doing a great job, but they can't, you know, get the ball in the end zone because of that York High defense.
Yeah, that was Damian
Shout out to
Cedron with the reception.
the defensive coordinator for York High for coming up with a great schemes so far in this game.
Yeah, and limiting Redline right now to just 7 points with just over 10 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Back to the running game, Morales with the carry.
Morales carry.
Enough for the first down, and he'll move the chains.
We have about 5 on the play. It'll be first and 10 line.
Snapped directly to the up man there. That was Isaac Ernest with the carry. We've seen that play a few times tonight, too. An 8-yard pickup. It'll be a second down and 2 for Redline. Redline's offense bunched in again. And out to number 2, Garrett Coppersmith, near side, 40, 30. He
steps out.
Stepped out of bounds there, too, with 8:53 to go. Garrett Coppersmith's name, another player for Redline. We've mentioned his name many times tonight.
38. First and 10 from Bearcat territory.
Ball at the 38-yard line of York High.
Also want to tell the fans, Redline has a few players that's injured and out for this game. I believe about 8 players.
And a carry by Morales.
So they're a little bit hobbled, but that's no excuse. As Coach Shea said, he's going to come into the game and still have his game plan. Next man up philosophy. Give Redline a lot of credit, not giving up. Like I said, they do a great job moving the ball down the field, but once they get around that 35-yard range, York High really bottles them up, and they can't get much going.
Keeping his legs grinding there.
Ernest on the carry.
Isaac Ernest with another carry. Ball inside the 30-yard line.
Third down and 1.
Yeah, 3rd down and 1 for Redline. Clearly 4-down territory right now for the Lions. As you mentioned, they're moving the ball from the 20 to 20, but that's where their offense seems to stall. We'll
start to stall out a little bit. Like the play calling from Redline so far offensively, but York High is just too much of a powerhouse. Too much going on. That's another direct snap to the fullback. Called that several times this game.
Yes, we have.
Ernest carry.
And there's still a packed house here at York High Stadium, Smalls Field. A lot of greats came through here. Khalid Dorsey, Dejor Stewart, Mr. 3000. Still, both these guys still playing football for their colleges. I believe IUP and Slippery Rock, if I'm not mistaken.
Out to Garrett Coopersmith and hit hard again by James McBride.
James
Jr.
McBride.
I mean, making his presence felt not just on the offensive side of the ball with that big catch, but on the defensive side of the ball.
The DB is playing some great defense out there.
Liz James at 6'2", 200 pounds. Bring up a 2nd down and 11 for Redline. Clock continues to tick, under 7 minutes to go. Looking to go
going deep. He's up.
In and out of the hands. His intended receiver. A flag's being thrown right now.
And it looks like the Redline fans are clapping, so I believe that's against York High.
We're awaiting word on the penalty flag thrown.
like,
Foul against the Bearcats.
Personal foul against the Bearcats, do.
and with 6 minutes and 37 seconds to go in the fourth quarter, I want to give a shout out to our producer, Cliff Kern. He's somewhere remotely, making sure everything's running correctly. And also Belinda Morales, our videographer. Actually, she has her son helping us out tonight.
Yeah, Mello.
Jamello Orr, big, he helps us out with setting up the camera and getting everything together. Really appreciate him. My son is also here, Ryan Brown Jr., goes by RB, helping us give some stats. And of course, Tyler Stroney.
And Marcellus Gottwald, all here. Part of the team of Sports Shooting Stars.
Small team, but we try to get it done and try to provide great service to the fans and to the public and to the community. Of course, we want to thank our sponsors. They're located at the bottom of our screen. They're our season-long sponsors. They do a lot to help these games get on TV, so shout out to them. If you can shop with them, please do so. Check them out online. Another direct snap.
And another direct snap. We're seeing a lot of that play called out here for Redline. Under 6.5 minutes to go.
Just have an update from Paul Burdett. Deidre Stewart is at IUP, had 150 yards last game and 2 touchdowns.
Making his presence felt at the next level,
And I tell you what, there's a barn burner going over at Central York. Central versus Southwestern. Central was up 23-21 going into the fourth quarter, only a 2-point game. Southwestern's not a slouch this year. Every now and again, Southwestern comes through with a great team, or a really solid football team, and they give people a run for their money. And this might be the year for Southwestern.
And a big run and carry. He could go in,
and that's a touchdown.
For the score, Damian Stafford, a 12-yard touchdown run. And Redline on the board. 12-yard touchdown.
Nice run for Damian Stafford, not giving up.
Not at all, with 5:42 to go. And Redline with the score.
I want to thank all the fans for tuning in and also giving us updates of scores around the league. We really appreciate that. We're trying to keep everybody posted and updated. And again, just saying, if Central York don't pull out that victory, that's going to change a lot of things in our division, even the power rankings, in 6A.
Yeah, Division I, as you mentioned, it could be wide open, you of course have this York High Bearcat team, Central York. Where does Dallastown fall into the mix? You mentioned Southwestern. If they were able to knock off Central York tonight.
Also want to make a correction. Dorsey is at Shippensburg.
Shippensburg Red Raiders.
They played against each other. Him, Deidre Stewart, IUP, played against Ship last week, and they weren't really at it, and it was a great football game.
Division II football.
High Division II. Yep.
Yes. Garrett Coppersmith getting set to kick the ball off. And a deep, that's going to be a touchback. York High will bring their offense back onto the field with 5:42 to go. Only 80 yards to go for York High right now, with a commanding lead right now over Redline, 40-14.
Timeout, Redline.
Also want to Redline, it'll be their second time out here. Go ahead, Do.
Also want to tell the fans, go to the live chat and let us know who you believe the player of the game should be. Doesn't have to be just one particular player. We would like to have the fans vote. Whoever gets the most nominees, pretty much. We give away a player of the game shirt. We do a post-game interview. We're also giving away a free pizza from Parma's Pizza of Dallastown this week. And that's something that we offer, the student athletes, something a little bit different than other broadcasts that's around, that's doing certain games. We like to give away merch and, really get back to the community. So, and the kids really appreciate it as well. I see a lot of times, they're, on Instagram wearing the shirt or, taking pictures and things like that. So, the feeling's mutual. We love to support the student athletes. Another update, Dover 29, Susky 7.
Dover Eagles flying high tonight. And they give to
Montrez
Montrez
Jackson.
Jackson, 30, 35. Down out there to the 40-yard line.
He's
Rumbling,
just trucking.
stumbling. How about it?
He reminds
And
me a little
first
bit.
down.
I know a lot of people are not going to remember, but Christian Okoye.
Christian Okoye, Kansas City Chiefs.
Kansas City
yes.
Chiefs, the Nigerian nightmare. And Montrez Jackson kind of reminds me of him. You know, just a big guy. You know, has speed, and you know can take a
and
hit.
from
Great
the waist
blocker.
down, his thighs, you see his thigh. I mean, man,
If guys don't know about Christian Okoye,
check him out
check
on
him out.
maybe YouTube.
Check him out on YouTube for the Kansas City Chiefs. Nigerian nightmare. Montrez Jackson reminds me of him a lot. And this goes out to Jaheim White to keep him out there in that stretch.
Oh, in and out of the hands, and you got to be careful with a pass like that.
Another quick update. McDevitt all over, up right now, 41-0.
Bishop
Dallastown.
McDevitt, always a perennial power.
Yeah, Bishop
No doubt.
McDevitt's coming on really strong out of the mid-pen area. Got a couple guys from the York area, actually playing
For Bishop McDevitt.
Bishop McDevitt. Jair Rollinson is having a great year for Bishop McDevitt. DB, only a junior, has another year. Getting a lot of good looks. I think I seen him down at Virginia Tech last week doing an unofficial visit. Jaheim White
Give
with
to
the ball.
White.
He's
With
still
the
on his
ball
leg.
in for
He's
running,
still on
we're
his
out to
feet.
the 40, near side, 45, 50, into Red Lion territory.
And I tell you what, man, his field vision is top notch, elite.
Well
elite.
over 100 yards. He may
Absolutely.
be approaching 200 yards here tonight, but well over 100, along with 3 touchdown runs and a new set of downs
First and 10 Bearcats.
into Red Lion territory. Ball be
Can't be absolutely
Set of
mad
40.
at the performance that Red Line put out here today. Your Kai is just a better team. You know, they have a lot more weapons on offense. The defense is better, but, you know, I think for what Red Line has, they did a great job of coming in and playing tough. And it's been some mean stiff arms
There
back
have,
and
yeah,
forth.
that's freshman Amani Bones with the carry.
Monty Bones and carry. Gain of 4.
A 4-yard pickup.
And your Kai's right back at the line. Stoner in shotgun formation. Been in shotgun formation the whole game. Putting the ball on a dime.
And right to David Ward again, reception, and a first down.
Pass completion to one David Ward.
And you would have to almost say that Sam Stoner is probably one of the top quarterbacks in our league this year. He's really putting the ball on the dime.
Yes.
He's been very accurate. He's comfortable. He's comfortable in the pocket. Give a lot of credit to his line. Give him the opportunity to be comfortable in the pocket. And I'm really impressed with Sam Stoner's accuracy and just his comfortability, you know, running around and not looking to get yards with his feet, but actually throwing the ball down the field.
And the clock continues to run right now. We're under 4 minutes to go. Fourth and final quarter. Stoner
He's
looking to throw
again.
deep.
He's looking
There's
deep.
Amarian Newsom. He's got in it through the hands of Amarian Newsom.
Defender for number 12, Amarian Newsom. Falls incomplete. Second down and 10.
And it looks like your guy's starting to get a couple of the reserve guys coming into the game now. I think Jaheim White, number 4, I think his night is pretty much
Is
done.
done.
He did what he
Well-
had to do.
well deserved. How about
Well
it?
deserved.
Yeah.
And technically, these guys probably didn't even have to play the fourth quarter, to be honest with you. But, you know, they're out there playing hard, doing what they have to do for their teammates. Like to see Amari Newsom get involved a little bit more, number 12, the 6'6" wide receiver, senior.
Yeah, near side here.
Has about 6 inches on the DB. David Ward in motion. Handoff
And
to
there's
Montrez Jackson.
inside the 25 down, inside the 20-yard line now, and just bulls his way down, dude.
Gain of 15.
A
We get some-
15-yard carry by Montrez Jackson.
We're getting some updates, some scores around the league, and also some player of the game nominees. And David Ward right now is in the lead for player of the game.
Ward in motion.
He's probably gonna get the ball here, Ward. There it is.
You called
that's
it
a play
too.
that's a play they like to run, and that's a
Flag
hold call.
thrown.
Another
As
flag.
Ward makes his way in and out, weaves down near the goal line.
And Ward runs tough, man.
Yeah.
He's actually got in the end zone, but it's going to be called back for some holds. But great job from David Ward. Another update. Dallastown 35, Northwestern 21. There was a tie game.
Yeah, they've kind of opened things up there at Wildcat Stadium,
And I-
Dallastown. Of course, next week they'll play host to Central York. Back-to-back home games.
And if Central York doesn't
Dallastown.
pull out this victory tonight, you know, things can really shake up in Division One because
Yes.
that's going to drop them down in the power rankings and also going to leave some openings for you know, teams like Dallastown and
Or
also York High.
Called the first down and 16.
Yeah, first down and 16 now for York High
Wanna
with
thank-
the penalty.
Want to thank all the loyal fans that's still here in the stands supporting York
Yes.
High, the Bearcats. A lot of these fans are former students at York High and student athletes. Ball, nothing coming with that play
not
there.
at all, dude. Red Lions defense all over.
Bonus pass complete.
Number 14, Gabriel Rivera, his first carry of the game.
And as we said, Stoner's starting to get some more guys involved,
Some of the reserve players in.
and rightfully so. He has Florida, a.k.a. Jaheim White, outside, not in the game right now, pretty much watching the game from the sidelines. Also, there's another hooper down there for York High, and that's Jasir Vega, number 21. He's not in the game currently, but they want to keep him safe for the basketball season.
Back
That's a
to
big-time
the running
run.
game. Big run there, dude.
Bones on the catch.
That was Monty Bones with the carry.
Amani Bones, only a freshman, listed
Yes.
at 5'10", 185, plays linebacker and running back, and he could be a featured guy coming in the next couple years. Keep an eye on Amani Bones. He's in the backfield right now, number 2, standing next to Sam Stoner.
Third down and 3 now for York High.
Amani
to the
Bones gets the
running
ball
game.
back, and he has some room.
No, he could
He's
be in there. He's in for the score. The freshman.
The freshman, Phenom,
11-yard touchdown run, dude.
getting some clock.
Penalty flag.
Love to see it. There's
There
a
is a-
penalty on the play.
That may be coming back. We'll await the word from the
If I'm
men
not
in stripes
mistaken,
here.
I think, Todd, that happened after the score, but I'm not 100% sure. But great run from Amani Bones. The freshman, I see his family
The
members.
holding.
His family members are here tonight,
The Bearcats.
So hold that play will be coming back.
and that erases a great play for
Yes.
number 2. You like to see the freshman get involved. Builds a lot of confidence for the player, and it lets the coach know that he can rely on certain players to come in and make plays. And Amani Bones is one of those guys, number 2 for York High. He's back in the backfield. If I know any better, they're going to give the ball to him again and give him an opportunity to get into the zone. And that's a design
James
run.
McBride Jr. with the carry, 10, down to the 5.
That's a touchdown.
He's in for the score. James McBride Jr. with the score, his second touchdown.
I'll tell you what, James McBride is starting to turn it up too. He's been having a really good season so far.
Yeah, a big night for James McBride Jr. He's caught a touchdown. He's now ran for a touchdown. And that should seal the deal here from Smalls Athletic Field, dude, with 1:42 to go.
To
and
me-
that score.
To me, it feels like everybody on the York High offense is scoring the ball tonight.
Yeah,
I mean, there's multiple touchdowns from different players.
And a direct
McBride
snack
again.
to McBride for the 2-point conversion attempt, and he will
Just
fall
a tad
short.
short.
Try to go good.
Great job from Redline to stop that up.
Making the score, the York High Bearcats 46. And the
46, York High, Red Lion 14. Do, is this kind of what you expected heading into tonight's broadcast?
To be honest with you, I did expect that because I knew coming into the game that Redline was a little bit short, on players. They had some injuries and some other things going on. Strasbourg's not playing, and a couple other players that's not, involved in this game. And I knew York High had the advantage playing at home and also being on, being as powerful and getting better each game. So I did expect York High to come here and have this type of game. And to be honest with you, I think I almost predicted this score coming in to family and friends that it's going to be about this score here. And again, I can't give nothing. I got to give a lot of credit to Redline. I think they're doing a great job. They had a great scheme. It's just that York High is just a better overall team today, and they proved it.
Stoner with the kick. Down inside the 10-yard line.
Catches off a bounce.
Elijah Morales with the pickup and brought down hard. Not going to reach the 20-yard line,
Morales
dude.
gonna return.
1:38 to go here in the fourth quarter.
Kicks out to the
Want to give a big shout out to my stepson, Jamelo Orr. He's been pretty much filming the game so far. Got to give him an opportunity as well. We got to give these younger guys an opportunity to do certain things, and he's
Get
really
their reps, huh? Yeah.
absolutely. He's really into videos, editing, making beats and things like that, and he always helps me out. So I said, hey man, let's go ahead and have you film this game. So big shout out. He's only 13 years old, so I really appreciate him filming this game for us.
And a carry there by number 22, Jeremiah Morales with the carry.
42, Jeremiah.
His first carry tonight.
Tackled by number 8, Samir Green. No gain on the play.
And let's talk a little bit about next week, Todd. We'll be over at York Catholic.
Yeah, your
for the battle
of the Catholics.
Absolutely.
Next Friday, interesting matchup, a Division III matchup, and it will be homecoming weekend for York Catholic.
Yep.
They may have to don a different, dress style next week.
I got to double check. I don't know if we ever did a York Catholic game, but I'm very interested in going over there.
That'll be our first football game.
First
We did
football game.
broadcast a
Some
Delone
basketball
Catholic
games.
and York Catholic basketball game from their venerable gym there.
Also want to give a shout out to my friend, son, Anthony Torres, for York County School of Technology. He's the leading rusher in Division III, Anthony Torres. A big shout out to my friend Justin, his son,
No gain on the play.
Anthony Torres, averaging, I believe, 12 yards per carry. So he's really turning it up for York College School of Technology.
Yeah, and they'll play York Catholic tomorrow for a 1 o'clock kickoff.
That's going to be an interesting matchup. Like to see how that works out. Want to give another quick shout out to my mom that's watching here tonight. I believe my sister's watching as well. Big shout out to them. Tuning in and watching their York High Bearcats defeat Red Lions 46-14, and that's a wrap.
Yeah, as
far as the
teams
game.
meet at midfield to shake hands, and an impressive win by York High tonight here at Smalls Athletic Field. And boy, I'll tell you what, a big win for York High as they moved to 3-2,
And York High moves to 3-2, and to be honest with you, they just look better and better. I believe,
their third straight win.
Schedule those tough games out of conference in the beginning of the season really helps them be a strong contender in the YIAA, going against teams like Woodland Hills, I forgot this, Hempfield, and things like that. The ball didn't bounce their way in those two games, but they were right in the game. But, that's what Coach Stoner does. He makes sure these guys are ready and, battle tested for games like this. And they're going to be a perennial powerhouse in Division I. And they can scare a lot of folks out when they get to the playoffs. When they get to the playoffs.
No doubt about it. I'm sure this team will be there.
Also, a quick update. Central York did squeak out that victory over Southwest. Wow. Central York has 30, Southwestern has 21.
Wow, an interesting game. And, of course, Central will travel next week to Dallastown. Another big game due next week. Ramifications of Division I matchups, Dallastown and Central, next Friday.
I want you guys to stay tuned for the post-game interview. We're going to interview David Ward, Sam Stoner, and also Jaheim White, the three-headed monster that pretty much does everything for York High. But it was a team effort. Like I said, big shout out to York High's offensive line. They do a great job for Sam Stoner, giving him that space and that time to get the ball off. And
plays to develop, and hung some great passes up for his receivers to catch tonight, and an impressive win.
And another unsung hero, I think, for York High is York High secondary. I think they did a great job this game, really locked down their receivers, and they've been doing that, pretty much the last couple of games. Yeah. York High is just getting better, and, you got to keep an eye out for the Bearcats.
No doubt about it. They'll be in the thick of things as this season progresses.
You see the York High football team is seated with their band
Fans, yeah, kind of an interesting setup here post game.
and the
We
student
do
body.
hope to get some post-game interviews with some of the players as we make our way back down on the field through the crowd and from the broadcast booth down to the sidelines here. My partner, Dude Jones.
School District of the City of York proudly presents the 2022 edition of the William Penn High School Bearcat Marching Band. The Bearcat Marching Band proudly presents our show entitled Gamers Unite.
And fans, it looks as if the York High Marching Band will be making their way out to midfield here to entertain the home base here at Smalls Athletic Field.
With original melodies that stand outside of the games themselves.
And as the fans can see, the York High Bearcats Marching Band is going to put on a short performance. You guys can tune in, and right after that, we'll be doing our post-game interview with the players of the game.
Yeah, we made our way down on the sidelines here, but the band is now here to entertain the crowd, and the football players are seated in the bleachers as well here at Smalls Athletic Field to watch the performance.
Your mic's not on, right? Let me make sure my mic is on. Having time no more, bro. I be working now all the time, man. But ain't working as this. Trying to get some more love, you know what I mean? Go ahead out.
We're making our way out here. The band's coming here right along in front of us. They entertained the crowd here a little bit post-game, and we're thankful you can stay with us. Our Belinda Morales is up there. We may be grounded out here. As a matter of fact, I think we may be by the sounds of the band here.
Well, we'll go out here a little further out.
Yeah, we will. Maybe we want to make our way over there to the sidelines where some of the players are hanging out.
Yeah, I did talk to some of the players. We're going to talk to David Ward, who is our player of the game for this particular game. So shout out to David. And also Jaheim White, a.k.a. Florida.
White, yeah, maybe.
And his godfather's here.
In attendance from Florida. Yeah,
And I don't know, Todd. They may be having another performance.
They may be doing that. We'll remind our fans that the band still entertaining the fans here. We'll take a brief break in the action and be back here momentarily with more Sports Shooting Stars.
Absolutely.
I think it's a collective effort. I think they're coming as well.
Also want to tell the fans to tune in as well. We're going to be talking to Jaheim White's godfather. He came all the way up from Florida to support Jaheim and, you know, come check him out for his game. His name is Cedric. He got Jaheim into football and really put him on the path that he's on right now. Not really familiar with this situation we got going on here.
I think it's band night tonight.
It
I'm
might
being
be
told
band
it's
night.
band night, and they're here entertaining the fans. We're going to make our way back through the sidelines here.
And as you can see, two bands from two different schools performing together. This is what high school sports is all about. Tyler Stromley definitely pointed that out, man. That's a great look.
Hey, you know what? It's always an awesome night. Any night we got Friday Night Lights, we got this going on right here, you know. It doesn't get better than this.
Talk about unity.
Oh, yes, this is it. I mean,
We need a whole lot more of this, man. Really. Yes.
A lot of school spirit being shown, being on display right now between Redline and also your
Yeah,
car.
it's band night tonight, we're being told, and this is what a way to end it with. This is the first time I think we have seen this at our broadcast. Concluding everything here tonight. Had a chance to talk to a couple of the players post-game.
Yeah, and the stat line that we got from Coach Stoner is amazing. Your car had over 500 yards in this game, 200 on the ground, over 286 in the air. It's
big time.
Big time game.
Big time. And we had some of the players here. We were looking at Jane McBride. Him and what about White? Do we have? Do we want to get
some out?
Okay.
Hey, man, how's it going? All right.
These guys are the officials.
How's it going, man?
How you doing, man? Good to see you. Good. You had the stat line. You had all.
Well, yeah, I think Marcel's had the stat. We can start now. I just get the guys right here. Can you see me?
We're back. Dew Jones, we're standing here. We're on camera a little bit off field.
Yeah.
We will have some players joining us here. We're awaiting some of them. We had to talk to quarterback Sam Stoner. We're going to talk to James McBride and David. Wow, yeah, come on in here. Join the fray here, guy. Yeah, the camera's kind of on the angle here, gentlemen. A big win tonight. As you can see, she's waving live. You're on television. Sam, talk to the viewers a little bit about your performance tonight. Some big touchdown throws by you tonight.
I mean, I didn't feel like I had my best game, but I got the ball to the playmakers, let them make plays, and that's really what my job is. So we executed well, played well in the second half, very well in the second half, and I'm excited about this game. It was a good game.
No doubt about it. You spread the ball around to a couple of receivers here, too. Take it away.
Yeah, Sam, we were talking up top there, man. You're the all-time leading passer for your car. You're like crushing the records. It's going to be a long time for somebody comes up, and breaks your record. So tell me a little bit about these guys, man, McBride and also David, what they bring to the table when you're out there, and you're doing a great job looking down the field and not using your legs, but looking down the field to pass the ball. Tell me what these guys mean to you on the team.
I mean, everybody was talking about how our receiving core would be worse this year. These guys really took that personally. We worked really hard in the offseason, just getting our timing down, our chemistry down, and I think it's starting to pay off. I mean, I'm going to go on record and say we have the best receiving core in the county. I trust these guys, they trust me, so we're going to see what else happens.
And you delivered big tonight against this Red Lion team. James, I know you know a little thing about Red Lion. A big game for you tonight. How about it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It was an amazing game. I just took the opportunity that was given to me, and I continued to execute throughout the game and made big plays.
Yeah, your car, you guys have a lot of offensive talent, a lot of firepower. Tonight, David Ward, you had a great game as well, man. You're really coming out to be a breakout star for your car, as far as with you as well, James. David, tell me a little bit about what the game plan is before you come into a game. What's some of your prep that you do before a game?
Like basic stretches, like just think, like study the playbook, study the defense, like watch film a little bit, and then I just work on my routes out here. I run my routes hard in pregame, because what you do in the pregame is what you're gonna do in the game. So I like take everything serious. As soon as, like when I wake up this morning, everything's serious. I'm dialed in and I'm locked in.
Absolutely. Well, you was awarded our player of the game, so we want to give you this player of the game shirt. If you can post it, if you can put it up there, like I said, we're live on TV. Or turn around the other way, please. Live on TV right now. Look up there, guys. Wave a little bit. Player of the game. David Ward, you was nominated from the fans that were watching. And also, you guys, we're gonna give you from Parmer's Pizza, you know, a free pizza, Sam, from Parmer's Pizza,
Oh, yeah.
Dallastown. James McBride, as you take
Guys,
the guys out.
Yeah, anything you'd like to say to close out the show tonight, Sam?
I'm good. I'm good.
Good. How about you, Dave?
Oh, what'd you say? Sorry.
Anything you'd like to say to the fans
Any
that
fans
are watching?
watching
Anybody
tonight?
at home?
All I say is if you still sleeping on me, stay asleep.
And James, how about you?
I got nothing.
You want
Well,
to say hi to mom, anybody, grandmom, anybody watching? All right, I got you, man. Good job,
Good luck.
guys.
Get
Way to
back
work.
Yep, good luck, guys.
Yeah, we'll see you
The
guys
rest
soon.
of the way. Good
No
luck.
doubt.
Great
we got
game.
you guys against Central,
Yep.
you know, at the end of the season. Good
And
job,
we'll
man.
be
Keep
back
crushing.
here to close the season out, right, Dew?
Yeah.
With Central, so big game and a big win for York High. Yeah, hey, talking to you. So Dew, Marcel's.
Didn't get a chance to talk to Jaheim, Florida, because he's over there, I guess, talking to some other people. But his godfather came up all the way from Florida. His name is Cedric, and he's a guy that really put Jaheim on the map and gave him that control as far as, put him in that position to be a football player. So I want to give a big shout out to him. Thanks a lot, Coach.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. And then, like, if you're out there right now and there's a kid in your neighborhood that you can take under your wing and just tell them the right things to do, going to school, working out, doing whatever you're going to do, put your heart in it. And reminds me, and I got to give a big shout out to my mom. Her birthday, she's turning 75
Wow.
this next week on the 30th, and she looks like she's 50.
Good.
Mom, I owe so much to you.
Absolutely.
You're beautiful as a person, and man, we love you. So.
Mad props to the moms out
Yeah,
there.
you-
How about it,
you
Marcel?
gotta
Hey, hey guys, and that voice sounds familiar. He's the voice of Rudders. Why go anywhere else? So
Why go anywhere else?
there
go.
it is. There it is. Hey guys,
Well,
thanks for tuning
Thanks
in.
for tuning in. For Todd Edwards.
Well,
Marcellus Gutwalk.
this is Dew Jones, and also tune in next week as we're over at York Catholic versus DeLone Catholic. Should be
Battle
a really
of
good
Catholics next Friday on Sports Shooting Stars.
thing. Absolutely.
Have a good night.
Sports Shooting Stars. We bring the game to you. See you guys.
Have a good night.